What's up, y'all? My name is Daniel, and I am the creator of Heart and Fight, which is a program that brings you this press conference. My co host for today's show is a person that you might be familiar with. He's fought in almost every single yard, almost in every single yard, and he goes by the fight moniker, the Canadian. How you doing, my man?
How you doing, Wizard? I'm doing great. I'm really glad to be on the show, man. I like co-hosting. Feels great. How you been?
Good, good. For those who don't know, that I've been traveling. I definitely wanted to make sure that I made it to this event. And so I took a road trip from Los Angeles, California. And so I've been
Woo.
driving through the US and now I'm in Pittsburgh. And so now I'm
How's
on
the
the,
trip been? Is it treacherous?
no, it's actually been really good. The weather's been great. Um, Besides today, we didn't really run into any kind of traffic. And so I would say, man, it's been awesome, man. It's been awesome to see the different states, to see what they have to offer, it's been good to see for not only myself, but also for my family. So I'm glad that we're making this trip. And also, I think at the very top of it is that, the reward and the prize to be able to see the October 2nd West Coast Invasion event take place. I think to me, that's probably the cherry on top. And not only that, but be able to have memorable moments for my family. Say, hey, remember when we went across country? Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, yeah, I bet it's been awesome.
Yeah,
I
it
bet
has
it's been
been.
awesome.
Yeah, it has been awesome. And so glad to be, have this opportunity to do it. And so just a little bit of house rules. Just want to make sure for those who are tuned in, if you haven't liked our YouTube, our Facebook, what
Ooh.
are y'all doing? Y'all are
If
tripping.
if you don't like and subscribe, you like Mighty Mouse. So there it is. The you have 24 hours. You have 24 hours to respond, like and subscribe. Harden to fight. The Facebook page, the YouTube page. Support. It's your
Yeah,
community.
absolutely. Support. I think that's the key word right there is
Support.
support, right? In a lot of ways, we're a media platform that supports your fighting career. We make sure that we create promos. We make sure that we create all kind of event posters and banners to not only promote the event, but to promote you as a fighter. And once you leave
Hmm.
from this, right, once you leave Streetbeefs, you will have something to turn to and say, hey, I was on this show. You can catch me here. And so it gives folks an opportunity to really stand out, to create your own buzz. And so we support y'all so that y'all can support us. It's reciprocal, right? Show the
Not a lot of
love,
people
y'all.
give a damn. Not a lot of people give a damn, but Harden to Fight does. That should tell you something.
Yeah, thanks, Beast. I know Beast is a big supporter of ours, and so I always appreciate Beast. He's always on these lives. He's always sharing, and we stay in contact. So appreciate you, Beast. Appreciate Sunshine. She does a lot. She also posts and shares a lot of our stuff. So yeah, this
If
wouldn't
it,
happen if it weren't for Sunshine.
man, so if Sunshine ain't the backbone of a support system, I don't know what is.
Right.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna join off of my tablet to give you a better, more stable view. 1 second. I'm
All
a
right. And so
little.
while you do that, and so for those who are not familiar with the West Coast Invasion, I just want to make sure that we kind of run through some of the matchups that are going to be there. And so this was an idea that was launched, I want to say last year. And, many people can be attributed to or can given credit to who started this movement, but there was a number of players. And one of those players was Izzy. And that's the reason why we have the Canadian here. Because as long as I can remember, he was one of the early adapters of this conversation, right? Of this movement. He was saying he was going to capture all these different belts. He was going to the scrapyard, the OG yard, West Coast. And so he was claiming every single branch and predicting that he was going to be able to do that. And so, but he hasn't been able to do that. However, right, this generated a movement. It generated a conversation that 619 was able to take, many of others, Weddles were able to take, and form this, what we all see now as the West Coast Invasion, where we're having 20-something West Coast fighters from the West Coast, from the Streetbeefs West Coast branch, who are flying over to the OG yard and challenging their best. And so just imagine that, 20 fighters going all the way across the East Coast, right? To put their name in stone, to say, I have a legacy. The West Coast branch is as good as the OG branch, right? And so here we are. And here's the thing, right? I also want to make sure that we're clear on this. The stuff that they might bring up today is not personal. This is all out of competitive spirit, right? They're definitely going to, thank you, Brickz. They're definitely going to say some things that sounds a little mean, sounds a little tough, but just know it's all out of love, right? Like most athletes, they love competition. And here's an open opportunity for them to tell the other person, hey, when we show up the day of, you're not going to be as good as me. And I'm going to show out in our fight. And so be prepared for what might happen. What are the outcomes and consequences that come from this fight? And so just know it ain't personal. This is all love. We're all Streetbeefs family. Isn't that
Hell
right?
yes. Hell yes. I'm sorry about that. Landscape mode, please. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
It's the fight game.
Beautifully put. It's the
and so with that, I definitely want to make sure
you can't
that
you can't play it.
Yeah, you can't play it. No.
It's a game, but you can't play it. It's a game you can't play.
And so what we're going to do now is just kind of go through a number, and I'm pretty sure we're missing some of the matchups, but with the help of Sunshine, we were able to get a lot of matchups. And so here are the matchups that we have so far. And so let me bring up the first one. Prince KT versus Dat Boss.
KT versus Dat Boss.
We have Mustache versus the Olympian. We have.
That's going to be a banger.
Oh yeah, it is. Barefoot Farmer versus OG Rampage.
Barefoot Farmer. Oh,
yes. And so this one has been swapped multiple times.
Might be fight today.
Yeah, it might be. All right, and so we have Walk Lobster versus UTI. We have Prodigy versus Instinct. And we have Mook versus Beach.
Ooh, yikes.
Oh, yeah. This is a female fight. We have J-Dub versus Ryu Pixie.
There we go.
We have Duva versus Unknown. And Unknown has been to the West Coast.
It's been in the making.
Yes, it's been in the making for a while. And so I'm glad that this is actually taking place. We have Brickz versus Black Goku. These two are going to be on the show. The return of Black Goku. That's right. We have Battleborn versus Zaytoven. If you know anything about these two fighters, oh yeah, they're going to bang.
Yeah.
The 1916 versus Awesome Possum. We have the champ, Little Diesel versus Savage.
EMC's finest.
Yes. We have Free Smoke versus KJ. And some of you all might have know him as, his name used to be Viking, right? Because I know that a lot of people are like, who's KJ? Who's KJ? I can't find any footage on him. Well, this is Viking.
I thought it was Viking. I thought it was Viking as well.
Yeah, so he changed his name to KJ. We have Black Spartan versus Mammoth. Ooh-wee. I already know this is not going to make it out the first round. So you can just put your bets on this. This is not making it out the first round. These two, if you haven't watched these two fight, make sure, do yourself a service and watch their YouTube fights. These two go out and bang. We have the favorite, Shinigami versus Striking Viking.
Man, if y'all have seen Striking Viking,
yes,
that's going to be a hell of a match.
We have WA versus A-Train, the Street Beef legend. And we have the West Coast champion. We have Streetbender versus Ryu Senin. And those two are on the show, so they will face off. We have 925 Pride versus Heart of Stone. These two are also on the show. We have Wero versus Bad News. Man, these two heavy hitters.
That's not making it out the first round. That's not making it out the first round.
And then we have the Coyote versus Wolverine, two champions, one from the West Coast branch and the other from Streetbeefs, going to go at it. And then you have the match that kind of started us off, 619 versus Venom Blacc. Oh,
Woo!
man.
619 versus Venom Blacc.
And so not only that, for those who are tuning in, we have a promo video of that fight. So make sure you're tuning in all the way to the end. We have a promo video that you are going to watch. It's going to premiere on this show, right? And so you'll be able to see it for yourself. And when I put it together, I'm not going to lie, it gave me goosebumps. It gave me goosebumps. As someone who's been editing videos for a very long time, when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, this right here. Not only does it give me chills, but I can only imagine the kind of heat. I can already anticipate some of the heat that's going to go into this fight. And so I can't wait to see it live. And so I'm glad that y'all get to witness kind of the press conference now, but then you'll be able to see the video later on to actually see the real fight in a week. So you don't have to wait too long. So we're right around the corner. How you feel, my man?
Man, I'm ready to see that video. I'm not gonna lie. You're getting me like hype just to see it. These are a bunch of great matches to see. It's really good to see the a conversation that I helped start come to fruition. I would have loved to compete in it, honestly, but I'm currently getting down because, like you said, I wasn't able to get all those belts like I proclamated I could. Believe I'll still be able to do to make good on my promise because I always do what I say I'm going to do. I might have just had the weight class wrong.
Yeah, I mean, no one's counting you out here. So, but I think everyone was saying, right, as you were fighting.
But this is going to be a great fight.
Yes, exactly. And so I'm glad that you helped start this conversation. Oh, Free Smoke already giving you some highs and saying, "What's up, Weekend?" The Weekend has joined the show.
What's up, Free Smoke? What's up?
And so we're just happy to have this opportunity to speak with the fighters. But before we do that, just one last thing. For all the West Coast fighters who are coming across to the East Coast and fighting, you have done that, right? You went to the OG yard. What kind of advice would you give them?
Everything you think it's going to be, just imagine it's going to be 10 times worse because it's not for people that are from the West Coast who are from this side of the nation and haven't been over there before. It's an entirely different experience. I had the fortune of being spoiled. I'm from the Midwest, so going to Virginia was like seeing more so of home. But fighting in there is completely different. You think fighting on sand is tough. You think fighting on mats is tough, and it is in its own respect. But there is something to be said about fighting in wet mud and grass. And also there's the element of like you're in the OG yard, you got the wall of fame around you, and it's almost sacrilegious. You're just in here fighting. My advice would be go there and throw your fandom, throw your appreciation for the brand, all of that. Just throw it. Oh, and it's a new spot. Sunshine saying it's a new spot from the West Virginia location. I haven't even seen it then. You got to go there and throw your fandom out the window and just look at it as like this is the cage, and you have to be one with the cage. When you go in there as a fan, it takes you off your focus, and you're liable to get hurt. So go in there with a warrior mindset and be prepared for like a really dirty, rough experience, and you'll come out fine. Wear boots, wear jackets. You know, don't where it's going to be cold. It's going to rain. It's like fall. Like it's not sweet over here. Yeah, there's no 80-degree weather out here. And if there is, it's really hot and humid.
Word. Well, there you go. And so not only come mentally prepared, but make sure you got your outfits prepared, right, for the weather. And so that these matchups alone are top-notch card, but about 5. Oh, yeah. And so it's definitely going to be legendary. This card is definitely going to be legendary. The Westcoast Invasion. I know that Scrapyard did it before us, right? And so we definitely want to give credit to the Scrapyard for doing their invasion.
Yes, always gotta give credit to the Scrapyard.
Yes. And I'm not even trying to take credit from them, or even say that this is going to be bigger than theirs. Just know that, we were fortunate enough to have more fighters from the West Coast branch come out. And so it will be a much more bigger event as a result and as an outcome. And so hopefully
Scrapyard,
one day,
I love y'all. Yeah.
One day maybe we can, merge forces, right? So you have Scrapyard and the West Coast branch coming back out here again to do it once more. So with that, don't want to take too much time. We're here for a press conference. We're here to see what fighters have to say to each other, but also we're here to give them some questions. Are they ready? Are they prepared for this legendary event? So with that, let's have our first group come up, the first matchup that we have on our card.
Bender, Ryu.
Streetbender versus Ryu Senin. Gentlemen, how y'all doing?
Doing good.
Yeah. How you boys doing, man?
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty prepared, pretty ready.
Yeah, excited.
How you feel, Bender?
I'm real excited. Can't wait.
All right, and so I heard the term.
I've been good. I just been fighting, you know what I mean? Every event I can.
And so what I've heard is I feel prepared. And so let's talk a little bit about preparation. So Ryu Senin,
yes.
What is your preparation going into this fight? How are you preparing? Are you preparing differently than you normally do? Because I heard that you're training with different fighters this time.
Yeah, this time I trained a lot more fighters. This time around, typically I just kind of train by myself, but this time I was like, you know what? This is kind of special. Let me reach out. Beast has been helping me out. Beast has been a big help with a lot of the mental prep. I trained with Man Pair Play doing some rounds not too long ago. Just want to be in the best shape I can be, put on a good show.
Word. And this is a kickboxing match, correct?
Nah, it's boxing.
Boxing.
Straight boxing.
Yeah. And so how do we go from, because I know that you two were negotiating those terms, and so how do we end up with boxing?
I mean, you want to go? You can go ahead. Explain that if you want.
Well, initially I was told it was kickboxing, but then Bender wanted MMA, and I was kind of like, so we kind of just like more or less settled on boxing, I guess, as the most fair way to go about it. Because typically I only do kickboxing, so to kind of make, I said I'll try the boxing thing. So.
Okay. And so how do you feel about it, Streetbender, that it's going to be a boxing match? I mean, the thing is, you've been actually having boxing matches the past few events. And so do you think it plays into your strengths, into your hand?
Well, I'll be honest. I wasn't really like taking the boxing too serious. It was kind of like I just was tired of getting injured from fighting MMA. But then I knew I was going to fight him. And that's when I was like, all right, I better just start boxing people and really get used to boxing. Because, I mean, it's like he's the kickboxing champ. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to feel one of those leg kicks. And he knows I've been doing MMA, so he don't want to deal with my grappling. Like, I'm a high school wrestler. So it kind of just seemed like it would work out best to do boxing.
Word.
And, I mean, he's been sparring, but I haven't been sparring or nothing. I've been just showing up to West Coast events and fighting. So that is my training.
And how do you think this? I know you're going to the East Coast. Is there anything you've been preparing for the weather of the East Coast? Because I know that you're a West Coast fighter. You're used to this. You're from California, so you're used to the sunshine. And so this time the weather's going to be completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, I am, but I'm also I'm built different. Like, I'm like middle of the winter, even in California, I'm swimming in the pool. Like, I don't care. Like, freezing, shivering, that don't bother me. I've done a bunch of football in snowy places and all that, so I know how it goes. It hurts a little more. That's all that is. you feel it a little bit more because you're nice and cold and tender. But
Yeah. Well, it seems like Ryu Senin went out for a second, so we'll just chop it up with you until he comes back.
hell yeah.
Any questions, Canadian?
Bender, I got a question for you. Yeah.
Mhm.
So aside from just showing up to the events, have
Mhm.
you done any BJJ? Well, have you done any training? Period. I don't want to
Yeah.
just make it
So
MMA, but I
basically,
know you
I was
guys are doing a
training.
boxing match.
Yeah, I was training like, cause I only started really fighting like 11 months ago. Whenever I fought Shinigami the first time, that was my first fight. So before that, I was just losing
Mhm.
hella weight and just sparring anyone I could find on the Streetbeefs pages. I would just hit up anyone near me, or even within 2 hours, like if we could meet up, and I would get the sparring that way. But mostly it was just training at home. I mean, I've gone to the UFC gyms in my area, so I know like a little bit of jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. But I would still consider myself like a white belt. But yeah, I just did high school wrestling and stuff. So I mean, I did all right at it as time went on. But and then as of late, I don't
How do
know.
you feel your boxing is compared to Ryu Senin currently? As we welcome Ryu Senin right back. Hey Ryu, glad you made it back.
My bad, guys. My bad. We're good.
Bender, how do
Uh,
you feel your boxing stacks up to Ryu's? Have you done any research on one another?
yeah, I mean, I've watched all his fights, and that's what's so crazy about this boxing and why I liked it too is because it's like there's no training for his boxing because I don't know how he's gonna box because he's so like
Mm-hmm.
foot heavy that it's like, what do you do with no feet, So that I'm not really sure. I don't know how it goes, but I know he's been training with, you said like fair play or stuff. I don't know. I've been seeing some stuff, so I'm like, okay, he's been boxing with good boxers, giving him good boxing techniques. So I'm expecting a good boxer that's in better shape than me. So we'll see how it goes.
Ryu
Ryu Senin.
Senin. Yeah, I was just about to ask the same. Are you about to ask the same question? Go ahead, Canadian.
I don't want to step on your toes, wizard.
Go ahead.
Ryu Senin. I've seen a couple of your fights. I've seen you throw some of them gloves, and you show some good boxing skill. What research have you done on Bender, and how do you feel your boxing is going to stack up against his boxing?
Well, I've watched all his fights, MMA included. I take them all. Me and my guys, we dissect it. We look through and really try to see, okay, what should I expect? What should I kind of be prepared for? I'm expecting Bender to have really heavy hands. I mean, Shinigami Testament said that Bender hits pretty hard. So I'm like, all right, definitely got to jot that one down. I don't want to get punched down my face, so I got to put that on my lookout for list. You feel me? But
what training have either one of you had in boxing prior? Because you guys were both MMA heavy guys. Well, kickboxing in respect to Ryu Senin, but you guys were both in the
he's the
MMA
champ,
community.
so you got to make sure his discipline is correct.
Yeah, the kickboxing champion. I'm sorry, and also in the kickboxing champion in the same yard that had cage bare knuckle at one point. Like that man, yes, Ryu Senin deserves his respect. What do you guys technicality wise? How do you feel you guys are gonna do with boxing? Who feels like they're the more technical boxer in this situation? Streetbender, who's had some experience throwing hands, or Ryu Senin, who knows some tricks of the trade, martial arts wise?
I gotta say, boxing is such a respectable discipline because just the mindset you have to approach it with, the way your angles and that works, is you only have these to work with. It's like you're playing a long game of chess, except you get punched in the face when you move the wrong way.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know about technique wise. I've gone with like a coach and done like, some personal training. I was trying to just get my form right, get my blocking right, get my technique right. But that was a while ago, and I was also so focused on MMA, I didn't really soak it up like I should have. But what I really feel like the key is whatever combat sport I'm doing is everything comes down to fight IQ, Just like good game plan, but also knowing when and what to do what. And I think that's what's going to be so cool about us, because he always has really technical game plan. He's going in there with a mindset trying to get somewhere, and he always, he gets those stoppages, he gets those finishes. And with me, it's like I'm always trying to take the path of least resistance. So we'll see what happens when our brains clash in our fists.
Boom.
Hey, what's good, team? It's Tunde from the back. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Streetbender, I got a question for you, and then Ryu, I got a question for you.
All right.
Streetbender, understanding that you are going to Virginia, the home base, you feel me, where it all started. Do you feel like you need to show up and show out? Is there any pressure to like put on for the West Coast?
I mean, of course. This is like
Ooh, that was my next question. You stole my question.
Yeah, this is a lifelong dream right here. You know what I mean? To be honest, I've been watching it so long, I never even considered them coming out here. I just thought one day I'm gonna get it all my shit together. I'm gonna show up to one of the events out there, you know. But luckily, this West Coast thing happened, and now it's cool, you know. Now I'm going out there with a name already, you know, and I'll leave with a bigger one.
Okay. And so, Ryu, I got the question for you, man. You got the belt in the back. You feel me? You home turf. You feel me? You defending champ. Is there any pressure from you? How are you feeling? How you interpreting this whole situation?
Considering I'm from the OG out, I do feel that pressure. One to definitely get a win for our side, of course. Being a champion doesn't help matters because now it's like, damn, I gotta just got the belt, gotta put my best foot forward, you know. I'm going into something I've never tried before with just boxing. So I mean, there's some expectations that I feel people have, and then of course the ones I have for myself, because as a martial artist, I always expect the best out of myself. I'm trying to just slow it down. It was just another day at the office.
Okay. And so this is the last question for both of y'all, man. And y'all probably don't even want to answer this, right? But is there anything from your opponent that you are, you know, not scared, maybe nervous of? Is there anything that you're going to be watching out for?
I have to say just how aggressive Bender will push the pace forward. I know he's very forward driven. He'll push forward. If you let him, he will run you over.
What about you, Streetbender?
That pressure.
I mean, first off, I'm very thankful with boxing and that he can't do any spinning back fists, because that would be the number one thing I'd be afraid of in MMA and kickboxing on top of those heavy legs. But with boxing, like I said, I'm more nervous of just that X factor. You know, he might come with angles and he might just drop his hands because he doesn't come from this boxing angle. I might get too overzealous, like he says. He's expecting me to push forward, so I might run into one. I got caught in my last boxing match just, you know, getting out of the game plan. So, you know, I just got to stay focused and disciplined the whole fight through.
All right. And so I know both of y'all are really respectable opponents. You have respect for each other. It's clear, right? And so I'm just going to ask one question. I think this will be the final question of this face-off. But how does this all turn out? Tell each other how this is all going to tell out. What will the audience expect?
Oh, me first? All right, I'll go first. All right,
there we go. So, tell us, Streetbender. Tell us.
I mean, you've already told me before, but you don't watch a Streetbender fight and you're not entertained. You know what I mean? I'm going out on my shield, or the other person is, or we're going through a war because I got no quit in me. But this fight specific is gonna be real fun because, like I said, there's that X factor. We don't know what happens. You know, does he have better, you know, boxing than me? Does he have a better gas tank than me? Does he have a better mindset than me? Does he have a better game plan? We'll find out Saturday. But in my heart, I know it doesn't matter how it comes, that I'm going to feel victorious in the end. Whether it's a draw, whether it's a win, a loss, I know I'm coming out the right way. And he's going to feel that the first round.
All right, first round. I hear the pressure, right? Ryu was saying he comes out with a lot of pressure. He's saying it. The first round, he's coming for you.
Definitely, I'm gonna say third round. It's probably gonna be finished in the third round.
Tell us why. What's going on?
How do you get the finish?
I mean, I'm notorious for dragging fights out to those later rounds. I mean, that's kind of what I do. Like, people get comfortable in the first, and I start to drag them out. They start to go, I'm getting tired. So probably I want to stay need body shot in the third round.
Yeah, nobody feels comfortable from bell to bell with me, so we'll see how it goes.
And right, yeah, and I was just about to say, I know that Streetbender has been taking actually boxing matches. And so does that add any additional Does that make you nervous going into the fight, knowing that he's already had a few fights?
She's definitely, I definitely he has more boxing experience, but I mean, I've been able to watch all these boxing matches, so I got to spend as much time as I have. Just
So you got the recipe. You're like, all right, I got it.
recipe down, you know.
Hell yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Well, we appreciate your time. And any last words you want to give to the audience members, those who are watching, fans, friends, and family, and fans?
Yeah, I mean, first off, you know, share, like, Heart in the Fight. They be killing it. Before I even got a first fight, they're just all over. They're trying to help everybody. My second fight, they're giving interviews. They're really trying to give everyone exposure. So definitely do that. I want to shout out Wero, giving the posters, so I don't just got a blank wall. And Sunshine, because she just so nice, hooking up all the West Coast fighters, giving us the most hype, giving us the most love, setting us up over there. So yeah, I just want to shout everybody out, and especially my opponent. I appreciate him giving me the boxing match, you know, not going kickboxing and taking my kneecap off. So I'm real excited.
Word.
I definitely echo those sentiments. Got a shout out Streetbender for, of course, taking the fight. Sunshine for setting it up. I mean, just having me on the card was like, of course I'm going to do it. Why would I say no? They got out the Beast, who's been helping me ever since he beat my ass in 1080p, like all those months ago. You feel me? Shout out to the man for everybody that's been getting me ready. So just thank you, everyone who support me, support Heart in the Fight, support Streetbeefs. Thank you all.
Word. All right, gentlemen. Thanks for joining the show. I can't wait to see you live. And so I look forward to seeing y'all there.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, y'all.
Hadouken. Man, Tunde came out. Man, Tunde read my mind. Tunde read my mind.
Tunde was like,
great question.
Yeah, no, Tunde is awesome. He is awesome. And so right now, what we see is we're trying to get some additional fighters in here. Tunde, can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like we're waiting for a few fighters to come in. Their opponents to come in, but you know what we can do?
But you know what really excites me about that fight? What can we do?
What's that? You tell me what's so exciting about that fight?
What's so exciting about that fight is we would like when we hear those two names, Streetbender versus Ryu Senin, we would instantly associate this is going to be a great MMA technical fight. Someone's going to get submitted, right? No, they're boxing. This is an even playing field here against two guys who can throw them with anybody. And I think that's going to be a great tone setter. That's going to be a good tone setter.
Yeah, I think it was surprising that it was going to be boxing.
It's a while.
To be honest with you, no.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be MMA or BJJ.
Yeah, no, certainly. Yeah, I thought it was too. I thought it was. I think at least it was going to be kickboxing, but it makes sense. I mean, he's a kickboxing champ, and so if Bender doesn't want to take those leg kicks and he doesn't want to check any of those things, and it makes sense that he would want to make it an MMA match or just do straight boxing. All right.
Okay,
so with that,
okay, KT.
That's funny, right? Is that
all right, KT? There you go. Kyle.
This will do. We have two members in the back, and so we're actually going to bring them up. And so Tunde, can you bring up? There you go.
Yeah.
Read my mind. There we go. Gentlemen.
Oh, let me put my mic down.
Okay.
What's up?
Gentlemen, how y'all
What's
doing?
going on, fellas?
Going good.
Yeah.
All right.
Where you at? 925?
I'm in Antioch, California, Bay Area.
Yeah, because people are probably going to wonder.
Barbecue.
They still got, they still got sunlight.
Yeah, sunlight, perfect.
And so 925.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
My mic.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Stone, if you got it, just back out and rejoin if it's bugging.
Yeah. And so 925, I know that you made a number of comments. and a number of proclamations for this fight. You said you're going to end this in under a minute.
I mean,
first
we'll
round.
see. I mean, in the first round. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want to go for a submission. Everyone knows I can do that easily. I need to do something cool. You know, maybe a fucking knockout would be nice. You know. I mean, submissions they're cool and all, but for street beefs, I feel like knockouts are what everyone wants to see. So let's just try to go for that. I'll say 2 rounds if I'm going standing big. But
and so you think you're going to be able to do that against Heart of Stone, who's known to be extended?
Heart of Stone fights.
No one's seen my striking yet. Everyone's just seen it like simple, like 1 week wrestling. Everything I've done in my fights, anyone can learn that in a week. Like when someone, like especially on the ground, when I get to someone's back, my 7-year-old wrestlers can do that move. It's not really hard, but that's why I want to do some striking because I know my kicks are there. My kicks are great, and I'm training every day, no breaks. So I'm having fun. But yeah, knockout is what I want. That's the goal. I've been working hard on them.
Heart of Stone.
Yeah,
Heart of Stone.
I think your mic is off. Heart of Stone. If you can reconnect. I think you might have to reconnect.
Can you hear me? Yeah, most likely.
And so as he figures out the connections.
Ow.
Okay, there we go. So that's where you been practicing, man.
Are you connected?
You been practicing your stand-up?
Me?
Yes.
You talking to me?
Stand-ups every day. Stand-ups come every day. It's just my kicks are getting crazy. I like Taekwondo at this point, you know. But yeah, I love it. Stand-up's really fun. But the thing is, every other fighter, everyone that's fought me, the reason they lose is because they pressure a wrestler. You don't want to run into a wrestler because you get taken down. If you're stationary or at least you're bouncing from left to right, you're not going to get taken down. Every person I fought has rushed me and they get double legged. So don't rush me. You won't get slammed. Simple as that. But yeah, it's going to be fun.
All right, hold it.
Heart of Stone. My brother.
Let's listen to my boy.
I'm soaking it all in, man. I'm soaking it all in, man. I'm soaking it all in. I love it. I love this shit, man. Oh my God. Knock out me?
True.
Me.
You've been doing it.
Hey, it only takes 3 pounds of pressure. Hey, I'm not going to sleep on nobody, though, but I'm not that kind of guy. And hate me or love me, and you know that. I mean, you can say, oh, Stone, he going to knock you. Nah, man. You watch me fight. You feel me? You see me fight. It don't go that easy. I'm not even the type of guy that pressure until I have to. So, pressing you, trying to get slammed, and most people haven't really seen me grapple or try to grapple like that. Cause one, for real, I'm wary of them wood chips. They scar me up a lot. But other than that, yeah, man, it's not gonna be that easy, man. It's definitely not gonna be no first round.
I hope it's not easy.
You know?
I want a challenge. I want to get hit in my face one time.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm glad they set me up with you though, because you worthy. You is worthy. You is worthy. You is worthy. I can't take that from you. And I'm not overlooking you, man. So I'm bringing the heat.
You either.
I'm bringing the heat, man. Like, cause you like you said, I like using my feet. I see you like using your feet, man. I see that. I see that. I see that.
Watch this. Hold up. You want to see something cool? I'm doing some cool capoeira kicks in there, dude. I want this to do. I want our fight. Cause I seen you got 1 million views, bro. I'm like, what? I want that. I'm trying to make it really fun, you know. Fancy kicks.
Oh, we're gonna definitely get 1 million. We definitely gonna make it worth 1 million views, man. Either way it goes, it's gonna be worth 1 million views, man.
Speaking of 1 million views, CJ, Heart of Stone, let me ask y'all something. Speaking of 1 million views, right?
Yes.
What weaknesses are you guys going to expose from one another? Heart of Stone, you go first. What about 925? What are his weaknesses that you're going to expose, and vice versa?
I don't know until we get there, man. Honestly, I ain't gonna know until I actually fill him out. Seeing him right here, right now, I can't really fill him out. That's something that I do when we link there. It's a vibe thing, you know. It's something that Yeah, you're a dog lover like me, man. I like that.
I
But
love my dog, bro. She watches me work out every
but
day.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. We'll see when we get there. We'll see when we definitely get there.
Where do you put
Cause all that
925?
spinning and kicking and stuff look good until a motherfucker really get on that ass, you know. It's a different ball game. It's a different ball game, man. Like, I don't want to cut you off, but like I said before, man,
No, go ahead.
you can train your body to take damage. You know what I mean? You really can't prepare for a real fight. You can punch the bag. You can do all that. It's a different outlook when you really in there taking a fight. It's even different when you sparring with a friend. You know what I mean? Unless they really trying to knock your head off. You know what I'm saying? From like, it's a different feel. It's a different vibe. So you can never really prepare for that because it's like preparing yourself for something new. You can't do that. You just got to be ready for it. And I can't say what his weaknesses is or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I can't. We'll know when we get there. And once I see that opening, I'm just going to take that opening.
Sounds good.
And so, if I can ask just one question, I do apologize. I know I'm not even supposed to be here. Thank y'all for having me.
No, you here. You here.
You're here. That's what I'm saying. Come on.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
We're here.
All right. So 925. Heart of Stone brought up something that I think is really important, and I really appreciate intros, right? And so, what are some of the ways in which you fill out your opponent? Like when you get, because understanding you're gonna be in the home field, right? We're going back to Virginia. I keep having to bring this up because this is pretty historic. Like, how are you going to be filling out if you're going to take advantage of him or whatever? Like, what is your process to figure that out?
Well, I do know it's a way bigger cage, and that's way more fun for me. I do like the small cage out in Vegas, but the bigger cages are tough. But I want to know, hey, Stone, are you going to be wearing shoes in the fight?
Nah, man. I'm hoping it's not too crazy. Nah, I'm not gonna wear no shoes, man. Because it's big. It's big, and I be noticing people be commenting a lot, man. Why are you wearing shoes? Like, brother, have you really ever fought on wood chips, man?
Yeah. Your back grinding against the wood chips. I know exactly what you mean. But no, it's gonna be fun. I mean, it's not new. I mean, I wrestled in Iowa. That's a new place for me. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, time zone doesn't change nothing for me. It's good. All around, it's gonna be good. I train hard for the fight. I'm working my ass off. And what's cool about this fight is I don't gotta cut weight. I'm fighting in my natural weight class, so like I don't gotta cut to 125. I can walk around at 140 and be happy, you know. So I won't be 140. I'd be like 135 because that's my most healthiest. But yeah, I'm psyched about that. I don't gotta cut weight.
So 925, you don't think that this is gonna be a mental game? You think that Heart of Stone got the mental fortitude to just like not be intimidated by you? That's what you're telling me?
I'm not. I mean, he doesn't have to be intimidated by me. He doesn't really. I'm not here to freaking be a dick or nothing. I just do street beefs for fun. All right. I'm gonna go pro in like maybe a year or two. I mean, I'm only 20 years old. I don't gotta rush myself. I'm gonna have fun. Street Beefs is really just for fun. Honestly, the last fight with Darkness, that was my very last fight. But until I was told about the OG invasion, I was excited. I'm like, you know what? If we're going to do Street Beefs, might as well go to the OG yard, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I was supposed to fight Juan Jitsu, but I watched his fight right after we released it, and he lost, and I wanted him to come back and fight again. So, but I noticed Stone was the champion in 135. I'm like, why don't we do champ versus champ? So I was like, that's what I wanted.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So Heart of Stone, understanding that you know, just as 925 said, like you fighting another champ, do you think the mental game is going to play a factor into this? Do you think you'll be able to stare him down and intimidate the dude?
I ain't even one, but I don't want my how can I say it? You don't want your opponent to be afraid of you, man. It changed a lot. I want you to be just as hungry as me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want you, then I can feel, feel good about the fight. You know.
And what does it say? I mean, how do you feel that he called you out for the fight?
Oh, I got to give him everything I got. Everything in my arsenal.
Because he's good.
And like I said, man, I don't overlook him. I watch him fight, man. He's damn sure gonna bring the best out of me. You know what I mean? Everything. He can say, man, oh, I don't want to grapple or none of that. He gonna have to grapple when he feel how you know what I mean, this power. He gonna want to grab me.
Hey, Artist Stone, let him know.
Make me want to. You know, that's gonna make me want to. I know I'm gonna have to get out some shit because he good with his grappling. I know I'm gonna have to try to. You know, I'm not gonna let him come here and submit me. Hell no. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but hell no, it's not gonna be easy like that. Hell no.
Hey,
man.
let him know, Artist Stone.
Hell
Like,
no.
right?
Hell no. Like, man, nah, he good. So, man, shit, I got to give him me. I can't go in there sleeping, go in there like. No, I can't go on there like that, man. I got to bring the heat for this guy, man. I got to bring the heat for him. I got to. There's no other way to look at it. You know? It's no other way to look at it.
I feel it.
Yeah, no, certainly.
Yo, 925. Where do you
Correct.
put hardest stone and difficulty of opponent? Is hardest stone going to be the toughest match you've had thus far, or do you have an opponent that you feel it has prepared you for a challenge?
I hope hardest stone could be my hardest opponent because everyone I haven't even been hit yet. I want to be hit. I want to be punched already. I want to feel it. I mean, I've been hitting sparring obviously, but with an MMA glove, it'd be way better. No, everyone's been pretty easy, honestly. As long as Stone can have good takedown defense, can block kicks, and that's simple as that. Then he can be. That's it. That's all he has to do. You know. And if he can go through the first,
I'm gonna try to stay away from them damn feet, boy.
Bro, that's the strategy, bro. That's the strategy.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from them damn feet, man.
I'm just telling you like what I can do. So I'm just letting you know now. Got a week.
I know you ain't got to tell me. I seen it. If you tell me right now, man, I can do a roll over and fly into a kick. Nah, I seen what you can do already. Fuck what you talking. I done seen it. You know, I done seen it, so I know what I got to look for. You know.
So
you know
how
what?
does this
Speaking of
end?
that hardest stone, you got so much experience, brother.
Realistically, it can end in round one rear naked choke, but how I want to fight, I want it to be a knockout. So, yeah.
Yeah, you gonna have to work for it. I'm not saying you can't get it, but you gonna have to work for it, man.
I
gotta work for
working
it.
your ass off, though. I mean it.
No, I've been working, but
Hey,
I'll go to work too, man. I got a home to take care of, you know. But shit, yeah, I've been working. I've been working.
Good. That's all.
You can't work your chin, though. You know, you can't. It's something that you can't work. You know.
No.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Do you think it plays into your favor that he's going for the knockout? Hardest thing.
Kind of, you know. Yeah, because my striking nice, man, and I'm just as good as my opponent. As I only can put it like that. I only can show you what I feel what you gonna bring to me.
All right. So last comments, y'all. What do y'all want to say to each other or to your fans, your fans, your family, your friends, supporters?
Well, I should say thank you to everyone who's been here with me. You know, it all started just calling out darkness on YouTube back in April, and then I got to fight him, and now I get to be in the OG yard. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Big shout out to Daniel, hard in the fight. You know, I like this. I really like this program a lot. You know, I do appreciate everything. Sunshine, all the work. Appreciate it all. Honestly, helping everybody out, get their name out. You know, I like that.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Stone, last word. What do you got?
Man, shout out to my fan base, man, family, friends, support team, Heart in the Fight, Street Beef. That's what we're here to do, man. You know, that's what we're here to do. Show and approve. You know.
Hold up, bro. Someone showed up to my door. Let's see. We got Street Beefs early in Antioch. Hold on. What's up? You're a painter? Yeah. If you guys want to pitch in.
Hey, you know, leave it to Hard in the Fight to give you premium content like a man answering his door.
For
People asking some bullshit. What, you paint your house? No. It's like almost 8 o'clock.
That's actually.
All right, gentlemen.
Oh,
I
that's
appreciate y'all.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hey, Stone, good luck.
All right,
I'll see you soon.
Yeah, man. Man, same to you, man. See you Saturday, man.
See you soon. Stay healthy.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right. Well, folks, I heard this. Folks wanted some spice in their food. Yeah, just a little bit of spice. And so you got a little bit there. And so I can only imagine it might amp up, it might not. I don't know. But with these two fighters, I know anything can happen. And so let's bring up the next two fighters. And so Tunde, you want to bring up the photo?
Yeah. The next two fighters, they in the back, they chilling. Oh, my bad.
There we go.
Brickz versus Blacc. Goku.
Yo.
Okay. Black Goku, man.
How you
what
boys
you got in your
feeling,
hand,
man?
bro?
Is that a
That's
seal?
Mr. Super Saiyan himself. Mr. Super Saiyan himself.
Nice. Man after my own heart.
Hey, Black Goku, that's not what we doing over here, man. That's not what we doing on here. If you do that again, I'm gonna have to take you off the stream, bro.
It's all bad, yo.
And so, all right. And so we know that you two like to talk, right? Like to get in your opponent's head. I mean, Black Goku kind of transforming in front of us. And so tell me, Brickz, how this all plays out? In your head, when you go to the OGR, how you think this all plays out once you're in the ring?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I see the floor is different. Feel me? It ain't like competition, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's get it.
And Black Goku, this is going to be a boxing match. And so do you think it lends in favor of Brickz?
I like fighting, man. I like fighting.
All
boxing is just limiting what I can actually do. It's just hands. I wish it was MMA, but it is what it is. I just like fighting.
Go ahead, Canadian.
Do you feel like you're experienced boxing? Do you feel like your experience boxing Memnon Warrior has prepared you for this matchup with Brickz?
All right. I knew Memnon would come up in this conversation at some point. Fuck, man. Look, dude. I think the only person that can truly prepare myself is myself. You know what I mean? That's the only person that can truly prepare yourself. You learn lessons in this life, and I seen it coming. Honestly, I already seen that coming when that happened. Cause whatever. But this is a different fight. This is a new day. It's a better me, and it doesn't matter. Fight's a fight.
All right, so Black Goku, right? A fight's a fight. This is a new fight. Have you seen Brickz fight?
I have actually. I watched. He knocked down one dude with a hook, I believe. He's strong. He comes off really strong, and I want him to compose himself because I like being hit. So I want to make sure he's not too tired to hit me somewhere later in the rounds.
So what are your keys to victory against Brickz? And Brickz, same questions for you after he answers.
My key to victory is just being in shape. If I can do that, I can do anything. Just being prepared for the fight. Yeah. What about you, Brickz? What about Brickz Squad?
Hey, I'm gonna do me. Let's throw these bricks at you.
Yo, how much do you weigh, Brickz? How much do you weigh?
Right now, shit, and about 268.
You weigh 208?
No, 16.
I was about to say, like, what?
69, 8.
Hell yeah. I walk around like 162 right now too.
Yeah.
No, it should be interesting. I watched you fight, bro. You aggressive. You come out nice.
Bad news, y'all. Yeah, but okay. I'm about to go to boxing because
Hey man, I'm not. Look. I'm a fighter. I'll take on any type of fight. You know, Bad News also has like a 15, 20 pounds on me.
nah, that
But I want to rematch with him anyways because I feel like if I can just like if I can just improve my cardio, man, I can do a lot more because really it was when I was backed up against that corner. I got dropped, but I stood back up and I feel like the count was a little fast.
yeah.
But also like I was just tired. I got tired after I was throwing those like large hooks and overhands. I got a little tired and shit. And that's been the story. That's been my whole Street Beefs career. Is just tiring out, and I'm trying to change that.
Just gonna stand in the paint, keep that composure, man. See,
No, thanks, brother. And this is East Coast versus West Coast, so I gotta put on for the OG yard. You know, I can't
yeah,
come
that's
True.
shit, bro.
This is,
That's
and
the
Black
thing.
Goku has fought on the West Coast. That's wild.
from Miami though, dog. So I just moved to the West Coast.
I
So
used to live in LA for like 2 years.
yeah,
Corona fucked me up, and I came back here, and now I'm out on the fucking. Now I'm in fucking little trouble with the law and shit. So I gotta be here for a little bit.
All right, Brickz,
get
let
it,
me
dog.
ask you a few questions. So, knowing that he is an MMA fighter, and so he's kind of limited to just using his hands, do you think that plays, there's an advantage that you have going into the fight?
Not
And how
because
do you
like
feel about this advantage?
different like dance type, but like it can get anywhere. You feel me? More than ice, you know. So I mean,
You're cracking up a little bit.
oh yeah, I should just drop in. Yeah. That I feel like boxing got on top. Yeah, for real.
That's facts, man. Beast is right. I do like a lot of discipline. I lived, bro. I had the most discipline, bro. And then like life happens and people change and you evolve and I had like a really bad exit with the Dwayne Ludwig and Bang Muay Thai team. I was the protege, man. I was training 8 hours a day with Dwayne Ludwig, Thomas Wildman, Wild Boy Denny, fought Nick Diaz. Like I trained with the best of them, like Curtis Blades. Like I've done all that, but the thing is, like I do lack discipline 1,000%. The last like fucking 3 years, I haven't been training. I haven't been fully committed to fighting. I've been kind of putting my toe and foot in the pool and then putting it out. I don't know I don't even know the answer to how to fix that, to be honest. I don't. It's something that is really hard to retain and regain after you do lose that drive, that fire, a little bit, I don't know how to retain that. So I guess, that's always been my biggest weakness. I want to fight. I want to continue fighting, but I haven't been able to fully commit to it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. And so let me ask you this: did you commit to
Besides
this fight?
that, what
Do you feel
advantages do
like?
you feel like you have? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, what's up? What'd you
Yeah, I was
say?
just gonna. Yeah, I was just gonna
My bad,
ask.
Ray.
You said you had issues with committing in past fights, and so do you feel that you feel motivated and you committed for this
Every
fight?
single fight I've had with Streetbeefs, including BLK and Memnon, I have not trained or mentally even close to being prepared to be in a fight. I was in a fight and I like fighting and I kind of use it as like smoking weed or like drinking alcohol. It's an escape to me. It's something to kind of get back at society, and I haven't been able to like reconstruct my brain to make it like, oh, I want to live off this, which I do. I just don't know how to turn that flicker switch back on to where I'm like waking up and I'm training 8 hours a day. And that's really hard, especially being from West Virginia and being in West Virginia currently, where everyone is completely just a piece of shit and doesn't like fucking doing shit here. So it's like really hard to create a healthy lifestyle here. No excuses, but It is what it is.
Hey, Brickz, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to give him some motivation. Why does he have to take you serious?
Why does he have to take me serious? Because I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming with Brickz. I'm coming, man.
It's not that I don't take Brickz serious. I take everybody that I fight serious. I don't take the lifestyle, the what it takes to be a great fighter serious anymore. And that's what I've been struggling with. I take Brickz serious. I've watched him. He can knock me out if I don't come correct. Who wants to get knocked out on fucking camera? You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. So it's like a back and forth thing with me. It's like, damn, like I gotta come correct. I gotta come on a certain type of speed and level because he has the power to fucking turn my lights off in front of like potentially millions of fucking viewers. And I can't allow that to happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do a little something, you feel me? But I'm gonna be moving.
I want you to, bro. And I like getting hit. I'm not really into the fight unless I get hit. So it's like, you know what I mean? You're going to have your shots. I'm going to leave my shit out there until you rock me hard enough to make me want to block it.
And
Hey, Black Goku, let me just jump in here. What if he knocks you out? Right? You saying that you're going to leave your stuff open. What if he knocks you out with that opportunity?
I've never been knocked out in my life. I've been dropped, but I'll get back up. Like, I've never been knocked out. Even with the bad news, even when a nigga has 20 pounds on me, I got up, bro. And if you watch that fight, that count was fast as shit. He was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm like, damn, nigga, like, what the fuck? I'm up, bro. Like, chill. Like, yeah, he dropped me. Same thing with Memnon. I got right back up, bro. He dropped me, but I got right back up. And I was drunk that fight. I was Canadian. I was drinking every fucking second. There's a beer in my fucking hand. And there's no excuses. I lost that fight. I lost it. But you know,
and I'm glad that you accepting that. I do appreciate that you accepting that. But I'm saying, like, you got Brickz here, and Brickz look like he coming and he ready. And then you offering stuff like, yeah, here my chin, bro. Hit me in the chin. Like, what's going on here?
Well, you know, some people like being hit, man. That don't mean that they're out of the fight or that they don't have a chance in that fight. Some like maybe like I gotta be hit to really get into it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's honest as fuck. Like, I gotta get hit to really be influenced and into it. Like, you know what I mean? I like it. You know, it gets my rocks off, kind of, honestly.
I say that again, Brickz.
I said we're gonna make it a fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Brickz. Like, you fighting a man named Brickz, and this dude telling you his hands are bricks.
Allie, the thing's serious, yo.
Yeah, but I'm a really awkward fighter, man. It's kind of like if I don't want to be hit, I feel like it's not the easiest to hit me. I'm a weird fighter. You'll never fight any. I'm sure Brickz has never fought anybody like me before. I'm sure I didn't never fight anybody like Brickz, but it's just a different. I'm going to allow myself to take some punches. I'm not going to take his hardest punch straight to the jaw. Man, I'm going to take like a 50% punch to the jaw just to get my dick hard. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see. I think we figured out
Yes.
what's going on.
Brickz, who came to you with this fight offer, bro? How did this even come about? I was like, Brickz from the West Coast? I was like, all right, I'll take it. Fuck it.
Yeah, same here. It was either go or you. So I was like, act both. Then I guess you accepted it or whatever.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, like if I can beat you unscathed, I'm pretty sure me and Smoke is gonna have an MMA fight right after it. Shout out to Smoke. Okay, he gonna get
free smoke.
Free smoke.
Fired.
Okay.
Shots fired. Free smoke versus Blacc, though.
Brickz, I want this, bro. I want this, bro. Bring the pain, my God. You coming all the way from fucking California? You better knock my shit.
You gotta see it. No?
So you better fuck me up, bro. You flying all that way, bro. You better not. You better not go home with an L. I swear to God. I'll just give you that W of that.
I'm flying all the way across the country.
Yes, I do know who Smoke is, Isaac. You talking about?
Isaac is Free Smoke. Isaac is
Okay, so I know it's a face off between y'all, but what's up with the beef with Free Smoke? Why you want that smoke?
Oh, with Smoke, man, because he's been calling me out, bro. After I beat him in a boxing match. Again, I'm not a boxer, man. Like, I'm so happy that everybody wants me to box, but I really wish people would challenge me more in MMA. Like, fuck. Like, that's where I shine. You know what I mean? But, Smoke's been calling me out after I beat him in the boxing match. He wants an MMA fight and rematch with no blood drawn rule, like so we can bleed on each other. I'm down, man. I'm down. It's just street beefs, Sometimes it's kind of like hard to pick and choose your fights when you're Smoke has a name, I have a name, Brickz is building his name. Everybody's fucking doing their own thing. So sometimes it's not up to you who you want to fight. But I want to fight Smoke, man. I do want to fight Smoke because he's been calling me out for so long. And, Brickz,
All right.
why you so quiet, baby? You got to talk, baby. Come on.
Hey,
Ask
man.
this man some questions.
Hey, moving silent.
All right. So Brickz,
Cisco, damn. Everybody cracking on me, bro. They call me Cisco in the chat, bro. Come on.
so Brickz, last word, man. Tell us what's up, man. How this fight goes down.
Hey, I mean, I'm moving, in and out, do my thing, man.
Hey, in and out, in and out. He sound like he fucking a stripper on a Friday night.
Oh, hell no.
In and out. Yo, hey, what's your name, guy with the dreads, with the nice teeth and the dreads? What's your name?
Oh, this.
You talking about me?
Daniel.
Oh,
Daniel.
Oh, Dan. Oh, he's talking to.
I couldn't see that the name was on the screen, but you look like you know how to read books. You should read me a book sometime, bro.
I do know how to read books. And
What is going on? What is happening?
You look like you know how to read them big books, bro. Like I'm talking about like Goosebumps and shit.
Oh, man.
are those the big books? Gotcha. Hey, whatever you are drinking.
Nah, look at that smile, bro. You look like Barack Obama's cousin, nigga.
It's Bud Light. It's Bud Light. It's not that. It's not that heavy. I promise. It's not that.
Word.
Yeah, he Bob Marley's cousin.
Yeah, this is by far the craziest interview
I've
ever done.
Though, bro.
Yo, Daniel Marley is crazy.
I'm about to make a whole new Tinder and use your face.
Hey, Black Goku, Brickz, thanks for being on. We appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. I think it's safe to say that was the most hilarious, the most unique.
Tune came in saying, "Well, I will kick you off."
Hey, bro, look, you gotta set a standard, man. You gotta set a standard.
No, yeah, I feel thank you for setting a standard.
No problem. How'd y'all feel about that, man? Who y'all think winning after that?
Brickz.
Man, I just feel like if Goku, I don't know what he was drinking. Maybe this is just him all the time, 24/7. But I think, as he said, if he isn't focused, if he isn't focused, I think Brickz is definitely going to insert himself in that fight. And so, I like Black Goku. I think he's dangerous. He does have a lot of weapons, but this is boxing, so it limits him. But I've seen Brickz fight. Brickz is nasty. Man, that boy does not play. And so I just hope Black Goku is training for real and he's committing himself to this fight, because if he's not, Brickz is going to lay those bricks on him. That's what I'm saying.
Brickz gonna build a house on his face. That's what I'm thinking.
Black Goku has lost the will and the love of the fight, and knowing that, I feel like him accepting all comers, but not really challenging anyone is a form of self-punishment. I believe that Black Goku is at a point where fighting is something he knows he can do and that he knows he can do well, or believes he can do well. But I think along the lines of his amateur career, those 2 back-to-back losses he had when he was on the top of his amateur career are kind of giving him some kind of self-pity, and that Brickz is going to win this just because Black Goku doesn't want to win it for himself. That's and that's nothing that you can fix by going into the gym and running cardio. That's something you have to look in the mirror and fix. I experienced it. A lot of athletes have experienced that at one point or another. You know, maybe not to the extreme of like Black Goku, right? But losing the love for the game and having that kind of, okay, yeah, I like fighting, but that's something that runs in a lot of athletes, you know. But it's, as a fighter, it's all up to who can just put some logs in the fire and throw them damn hands. And since I don't believe Goku is there in the space of I want to win, it's more so just I just want to fight. I think Brickz is going to beat that ass. I mean, he's gonna whoop that ass. But yo, all love to Black Goku anyway, man. At least you still here, at least you alive, at least you living to fight another day, and that's all that really matters. Right. You know, fuck it. He want to be a tomato can, he can be a tomato can. He was drinking Bud Light, and I drink Bud Light. All right, it's not that heavy, buddy. All right, I don't know what you thought. That was Bud. Right. 1960 thought it was Pepsi.
Hey, before we transition, hey, Nikki Moon's hilarious. I always want to shout out people who are making me laugh, making my night. Nikki Moon, and then there was another dude. I want to say Eddie something. Y'all, I appreciate y'all comments because y'all are hilarious. Nikki Moon gonna say, "Don't doubt my man Cisco." Come on, come on.
You calling him Cisco makes us doubt him. Yo, if you open up the interview with the all right, the Six Flags act, yeah, that's him. You want to because you want to lose already.
Word. And so we got next? Here's a great. I think it's perfect timing.
Aim tried to crack
bad news interview.
He tried to crack.
He did. He did. Comment. I mean, here's the thing. I didn't know where to go with that. To me, it's like, all right, brother, I'm gonna let you have your time.
You could have told him your conditioning routine.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I could have read him a book, right? Maybe, yeah, I could have. Maybe the ABC book, the 1, 2, 3. I could have got my son's book and read it to him. But hey.
Alcoholics Anonymous, everyone drinks.
Could have went over the 10 steps. I could have. But we have we have other fighters to attend to. And so with that, let's actually bring up Bad News and Wero.
Woo! Wero versus Bad News Author.
What's up,
gentlemen?
Hey, they just made you pause the game, huh?
What you playing, man?
Pause the Madden.
You playing 2K?
Madden. I'm a Madden guy.
I got. What system you playing on?
I play on Xbox.
Okay, cool. We gonna have to link up then, because I can whoop your ass.
I'm down for it, bro.
But I also need a running mate for COD too. What's the word?
Oh, there with you too, bro. We can run it.
Oh, bet.
We making connections here on Hard to Fight. Gaming connections. And so with that, gentlemen, how do you feel about the fight coming up? You're a week away. How do y'all feel? I know that Wero, you had to cut some weight, right? And so I think this fight was agreed at 185?
Yeah.
And so
I think he's coming in a little bit lighter. So you asked what that was like, cutting the weight?
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks. It fucking sucks. Because I got to stay working out, but I can't have food to help my body recover. So instead of working out for 5-6 days in a row, and then taking a day off. I'm working out one day, taking a day off. The next day, working out, taking a day off. I gotta go every other day. Because I mean, you tearing those muscles, you pulling those tendons and shit, and then not feeding them anything to actually repair anything. You just ask for trouble, especially a man of my age.
Speaking of age, bad news. My bad. Yeah, yo, damn, my bad.
No,
man.
go ahead. Go ahead. Ask your
My
question,
fault.
man.
I'm sorry.
You said speaking of age. Go ahead.
Speaking of age, bad news. You've been fighting longer than Wero has. And you fought some really heavy hitters. But Wero is a heavy hitter. Probably the definition of angry white man, right? As far as heavy hitters go. Where does Wero rank among danger level? Because since your chin is accustomed to that power, do you believe this is going to be another one of those nights where he has power, but you can show power too?
That's exactly how I feel. I mean, I think he hit hard, and I hit hard as well. But I mean, it just comes down to who gets hit most. You know, I take a lot of damage fights. I have like coworkers who are like, "Yo, you're a boxer, but you're never hurt. Your face never scarred up or anything like that." So I don't take a lot of damage. I think that's a part in the fight for me. It's not being able to escape damage, and from that point, it wouldn't really matter how hard you hit if you can't land anything, you know.
And so Wero, I mean, that's a great point, right? So Wero has to land. And I think Wero has said this before, that is his goal, is to land early. And so how early are we talking about, Wero? Are we talking about bringing a dog fight to him immediately?
So here's the thing. I probably got a good 45 seconds before bad news. Like, he's going to feel me out for a good 45 seconds, and then he'll get in his rhythm. I've seen him do it in, 10, 13 other fights. He'll get in his rhythm, and then he'll start picking me apart. So I got about the first 45 seconds to surprise him and catch him, or else it might not happen.
And so what do you think will happen if it doesn't happen in the first 45 seconds?
He'll
How do you
probably
think you're going to hold
beat
up?
the shit out of me. He'll most likely beat the shit out of me. Yeah, I mean, and the reason I say this is not, it's not so much a joke as it is, he's got every advantage. I don't know how old he is, but I almost guarantee he's 10 years younger than me at least. So he's faster than I am. He's a better boxer than I am. I think the only thing I have over him is I probably do hit a little harder than he does. But like he said, I mean, he already knows that. He's taking it into account. And if I can't hit him, and I mean, I got a good 45 seconds to help him, to keep him from figuring me out. But the real answer to after what happens after that is that I have to box him. And he outboxes me most likely.
Then why accept the challenge? Why accept bad news?
But
why
bad
go
news?
after that fight?
You say why?
Yeah, why?
So honestly, I just hit Sunshine up, and when we were pushing the whole when it was just Venom Blacc and 619, we're pushing that. Nine asked me to corner him, and so I told Sunshine, I was like, I don't want to fly out there without a fight, but I don't want to fight somebody that nobody knows. Like, let me give a couple people's names, and I said Bad News and Wolverine were the first two that come to mind, because I could have swore he was heavier. Like, his first few fights that I saw him in, I could have swore he was heavier, like light heavyweight.
Yeah,
nobody know what bad news weight is.
I was
So,
185
yeah, that's
for a
what I
while.
thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. You was up in that direction, and that's why he was on the list, And I thought Wolverine was heavier too. So the two guys I picked are about the same size. You know what I mean? No, Wero doesn't have high hopes. Wedo's high as shit right now is what Wedo is. But yeah, as far as why, she messaged him and he's the one that answered first. So that seemed to be why, because I didn't tell her. I told her I didn't really have a preference. But it does
How do you?
help a little bit that he's like 15-0 right now. The last 2 fights Bad News took, I was like, please win, because I want the opportunity to take that O from him. You know what I mean? And if somebody else already did it, that would hurt. That would hurt me in my sad feels.
So Bad News. And so you have Wero, right? And so he said he's coming out strong from the gate. And so it's clear he's giving you his game plan. And so how do you combat that? Do you just, I mean, you don't have to give away your full game plan, but are you planning to wait him out?
You do have to give away your full game plan right now.
Honestly, what I expected was for him to do that, but I mean, if you look at all my fights, most of them are within the first 30 seconds. People just come out and just start throwing bombs, and I always overcome it, So for him, it probably wouldn't be the best thing to do because like tendencies happen. Like I always overcome, I weather the storm and I come back strong. But at the same time, we all know that I will win the boxing match, So it kind of puts him in a hard spot either way. So I mean, I'm prepared for either match, if it's a boxing match or it's a dog fight, and I just see victory. That's all I see, bro.
And so Bad News, what does this do for you? I know for Wero, I mean, it's a huge come up. If he beats you, he takes away
a big fight.
Yeah, he pretty much takes away your undefeated record. And so, what do you gain out of this?
For me, I don't really see much gain from it for me, but I guess that means that would mean to me that I took out one of the top dogs on the East Coast, So from that point, anybody else can get it, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing in the OGR, and then West Coast tried to come and they can't do it. So who else? Who's next? Basically, that's it. It's just line them up, knock them down.
Canadian, you got any questions? I see you're thinking of some questions.
I was thinking, I'm coming down to 180. Don't you worry. But I do have some questions.
I had a feeling. Go ahead.
What'd you say, Bad News?
I said, I'm ready. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you get down there and you're ready to fight, we can go down for it.
Gotcha.
Hey, that's a spicy matchup. Canadian Bad News?
You can run it. Definitely. I'll be lucky that he wants to fight me, because most of the time I go out to these yards and now I do a lot of reffing because I don't get no fights anymore because nobody wants to fight. So, I mean, I'm accepting all challenges from anyone who wants to fight at this point.
Well, speaking of fighting, Wero, you've gone against a boxer who's got some tough hands before. Your last knockout, Dangerous. Bad News is better boxing-wise, technicality, right? Dangerous is my boy, but chin-wise, how do you both see that happening? Because both of you are going to land in the first under a minute.
Yeah,
but who has the better chin between you both?
Tay B is right. I just swing heavy. That's really it. So before I fought Dangerous, I was talking to 619, and I was telling him that we both felt Dangerous was a good match to fight before I fight Bad News, and definitely not after, because he's almost on Bad News' level, but they fight fairly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really that close, but it's fairly close in the sense that they're both actual boxers instead of just brawlers. That's about as close as I was going to get.
Dangerous tall. That's really the only difference.
Yeah, it's tall. He's got a nice jab. He's got a nice hook if he can, throw him in time. But yeah, as far as that goes, I thought it'd be a nice gauge for me, because if I get in there and I get tuned up by Dangerous in any shape or form, then I got a lot of work to fight Bad News. If I get in there and I do what I did, I don't feel I have as much work to do. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a little bit closer to me winning in that sense, if that makes sense. Because I forgot what I was saying anyway.
Yeah, I watched the fight.
Well, if you were to beat Bad News, my bad. I don't mean to cut you off, Bad News.
Go ahead, Bad
Just a
News.
quick question. Where if you
Yeah, go ahead,
beat
Bad
Bad News, do you see you and Wolverine going at it? Yeah, my bad.
Me and Wolverine. I don't know that I want to come down to 185. He'd have to, because I think he's 185. I don't know that I ever want to be this small again, man. I can't handle it. I just cannot handle it. And it's not even the size. I don't fucking get to eat anything. Yeah, probably not unless he come up a little bit more.
Bad News.
Go ahead, Bad News. I know you had you were about to respond to the earlier comment.
Yeah, I was gonna say I watched the fight with him and Dangerous, and to me, it's just like I do agree with him that it was kind of a good matchup before the matchup, but I just see myself, and not being disrespectful, but I just see myself on a different level compared to.
Well, that's because you are.
Yeah. So,
yeah, you are on a different level than Dangerous. Absolutely.
Right. So I mean, there's things in that fight that you got away with that I wouldn't let you get away with. You know what I mean? And that's
I like that.
I feel like that would be the difference right there. Let you get away with a couple things without countering and like turning his back and all that random shit. But that's something that won't happen in our fight. You know what I mean? So you just have to be like, I'm dangerous, but I'm not dangerous. You get what I'm trying to say?
I know exactly what you're saying, my man. I know exactly what you're saying. We gonna have a good scrap though. Like
Bad
no matter
News.
what, it's gonna be one of the fan favorites. It's gonna be action packed.
I'm excited. I'm ready for it. Definitely.
Me too.
Bad News. I have a question for you. If similar to what I was asking Wero, if you beat Wero, does that mean you come to the West Coast and go for the middleweight belt, or what matchup do you take after Wero if you come with the victory?
That's a good point because I've thought about that, but I've never spoke or took action to it. But if I did beat Wero here, that would be something I would be interested in doing, going to the West Coast and then challenging their title holder for the belt and just making it like a own little OG, like right now, except OG is going out the West Coast, you know. But that would be a good thing for the future for me after this fight, assuming that I win, going to the West Coast to challenge their Streetbeefs champion.
All right, so gentlemen, so you have your supporters, your fans, everyone watching. What is the message you want to give them? Right?
Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, I'll just say tune in, man. Just watch. It's gonna be entertaining. At the very least, it will be entertaining for everybody.
Definitely very entertaining. I just want to thank everybody for their support. I see my boy Tay down there making it. Much love. But thanks for everybody for the support. It's going to be a good fight. Everybody stay tuned.
Yeah, you too, bro.
All right, we're looking forward to the fight and looking forward to seeing y'all in action.
Good luck, gentlemen.
In less than a week. Yeah, good luck.
See ya.
Later.
All right. That's going to be interesting. That fight just has dynamite.
Five the night?
It could be. It could be. It has fireworks written all over it. And here's the thing, though, right? If Weddle's right, and so if he gets it done under 45 seconds, yes, I can see like that's 1 million+ views easily. But if he can't get it out in 45 seconds, oh man, Bad News might have to. He might carry this beat down for the next. I don't know how long the fight's going to be. It might be 3 rounds, but man, it's probably not going to be. It's not going to be good for him. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I think regardless, they both have power. Yeah.
Yes, regardless, they both have power. If Wero wins, do you think that solidifies him as the first Streetbeefs West Coast Hall of Famer? Because there's got to be some kind of something's going to come out of a dub from either one of this. Bad News, I believe he's if he's not already on the wall, he's
He should be
about
on the
to.
wall easily.
Yeah, he's probably on
Easily.
the wall.
Yeah,
But
easily
Wero,
he should be on the wall.
and Wero makes a case if he beats Bad News to be up there as well, because he solidifies himself as an enforcer and one of the knockout artists of Streetbeefs West Coast branch.
I love this idea because not only that, if we have Coyote beat Wolverine, I think you have the same argument there. If you have 619 beat Venom Blacc, there's the same argument there. And so I think for the next three matches that we have, that potentially is on the line for a lot of the West Coast fighters. Because I do agree. I think the East Coast fighters they have less to gain. The West Coast fighters have a lot more to gain coming over on the East Coast and fighting the top challengers, fighting the big names, the big dogs. And so they have tons of gains. And the East Coast fighters, not necessarily as much. And so I give credit to all the East Coast fighters for taking this, especially Wolverine, and Bad News, and Venom Blacc. But if that happens, if they get beaten, I think the argument to put their name on the Hall of Fame, I think might be granted, or should be granted at least, or considered, seriously considered. But with go ahead.
That's one thing I kind of disagreed with in the show. Not to cut you off, because we do have to get to the next set of fighters, but really quickly, the East Coast fighters have something to gain from this. In my opinion, I believe this opens up opportunities for undisputed talks, for the undisputed word to start getting thrown around. This opens up the door for someone to say dominant, to say, oh, it can't be beaten, or if they were to come out to this yard or that yard. Man, this opens up the door for so much legacy-wise. This cements legacies for the East Coast fighters, in my opinion. And 1916, there ain't a person in middleweight that can whoop my ass. Trust and believe, you will see.
Word. But no, I agree. You know what? That's a really good point, and I substantiate that point. I think that's absolutely right. The undisputed claim can now be substantiated with a win at the West Coast Invasion. Absolutely. Good point. Thanks for bringing that up. That's why you're the co-host. You on here. Thank you. And with that, let's actually bring up. There you go. Two champions. One from the West, one from the East.
Oh, here we are.
Here we are, gentlemen. How y'all feeling today?
Doing good. Doing good. Blessed.
Let me give you. Go ahead.
And so let me ask you, Wolverine. Right, you have a big name. Everyone knows who you are. Right. If you're not on the Hall of Fame, you should be on the Hall of Fame already. Your name should already be on those boards. And so why take a dangerous competitor like Coyote from the West Coast into this fight?
I'm always up for a good fight. I'm the champ. That's what champs do. They take on all challenges, especially the good ones. Just another day at the office for someone like me, but much respect. I appreciate the man flying all the way out here fighting. What can I say?
Yeah. And Coyote, I know that we had early conversations, and you said that you always had your eye, like it would be a fun fight to have with Wolverine. What is it about him that gets you excited?
That everybody has so much reverence for him, and he's only had one fight. And I'd love to dispel that myth that he's big time. It's one fight. I mean, maybe you fought somewhere else. Who knows? But Streetbeefs, that's where it counts.
Okay. Wolverine, what do you got to say to that?
To what? That I only fought one time for Streetbeefs?
Yeah.
Not and maybe he's trying to imply I shouldn't be the champ.
Maybe.
Trust and believe. There's a reason why I'm the champ. Trust and believe.
And so here's the thing, right? Because you only fought once in Streetbeefs, but you have a long history in fighting in tough mans. Is that right?
I wouldn't say a long history because every time I've entered, I get $1,000 checks. I'm the 3-time undefeated champ in tough man fights. I fought in other things. I fought a lot of different things. Obviously, the most recent fight, I flew out and fought a Philadelphia Golden Glove, 3-time Golden Glove champion, Southpaw, tough man. Big shout out to my man, King Panther. Shout out to Black Panther, who just passed away. But big shout out to King Panther, Southpaw, gritty Philly fighter. This man got bullets in him. Tough fighter. I flew out there, fought him 6 rounds. Now, mind you, I don't say a peep. I was supposed to fight a 185-pound rapper who ain't never fought a day in his life. But then they switch it 10 days before the fight, and I'm fighting a 3-time Philadelphia Golden Glove champion. So, but I don't say a peep. I show up and I collect checks.
And so, have you seen Coyote fight? Wolverine?
Yeah, of course. You got to remember, I'm the VP of Streetbeefs. I'm the one putting all the hard work in, getting that new yard ready for everybody. You know, I'm the guy. I'm like the henchman. You know, no one likes saying my name because I'm the guy that's kind of off the payroll, but I'm on the payroll. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, it is what it is. I watched some of his fights. I think I watched him fight Big Daddy, and who was the other guy? It was a light skinned bro. I forget his
Mr.
name.
Nice Guy. I think it's Mr. Nice Guy or Mr. Guy, Mr. Man. There you go.
Right. The man got scrapping him. I own a boxing gym. I mean, I train, you know, pretty much every day of the week. When I'm not training, I'm chopping up trees and doing jackhammer, and you know, and then I still train. But no, I got nothing but respect for him. The man can fight. Like I said, he's flying all the way out here to fight me. But I promise you, every time I fought in Tough Man, they tried to stack the cards on me. I fought 5 guys in one night. 5 guys in one night. I mean, not just once, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, I always prepare for the worst. And that's why I'm the champ.
Coyote, does that change your opinion about him?
No, because I could beat up 5 drunk hillbillies in one night as well. I mean, we're pretty good at what we do. I know he trains. I've seen him fight.
The only difference what he's saying about drunk hillbillies, when there's $1,000 on the line, people
I've never
train.
fought for money. I've never.
Well, I'm telling you, when you fight for money, people usually show up. People usually show up
but
ready
if I
to
take down
fight.
a pro, that would look pretty nice on, you know.
I'm just telling you, though, when it wasn't just hillbillies, when you're talking about fighting people for money, people are training for that money. Believe that.
Yeah, so you fought pros, which is cool. So if I beat a pro, it would look.
Oh yeah,
sweet.
I spar with Gents Palette. Big shout out to the G Money, my big homie. He's ranked 14th in the world right now, trying to get a fight with Caleb Plant. He comes to my gym on a regular and gives me the hard work that gives me the confidence to pretty much
get a fight with Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant's fighting Canelo Alvarez. What are you talking about?
My man G Money, he's ranked 14th in the world right now, 168. He went out and knocked out Mayweather's guy, Kevin Newcomb, on Showtime. And he's been trying to get a fight because Kevin Newcomb was supposed to get a title fight after that, but he lost. He was cornered by Roy Jones.
And so this is going to help you win the fight because he's not fighting. You are.
No, you were saying it'd be nice to knock off someone who fights pros. I'm telling you, I spar with a real top-notch pro. So if you beat me, you're doing a lot.
Oh, I know.
True. Yeah.
Let me ask a question. Coyote, what are your keys to victory to beating Wolverine? How are you going to do
that? My office, hurry up, my phone's going to die.
Be in shape and find your distance in any fight. It's always about your distance, whether you're fighting from the outside, whether you're fighting from the inside. It's fighting at your maximum power at your distance, whether, you know, in making those attributes, that speed, that length, whatever it is, make it your fight. So I'm not sweating it too much, honestly. I mean, I'm more worried about whatever the conditions are out there in Virginia, because We got it pretty
Oh,
good out here on the West Coast.
Weather's
Virginia, I
been
don't know if
pretty
we're
cool.
fighting in
yeah.
It's
mud,
not
dirt,
hot.
snow. I don't know. Fuck.
I don't like fighting in the dirt neither, so don't feel bad.
Well, you said you own a gym, so we could probably fight there.
Oh, I'd much rather do it there. Believe me.
And let's make it happen.
What
Then, dude. We can fight
advantages
in a ring.
Wolverine do
We can
you have over Coyote?
Man, advantages. I don't know what advantages I really have over them. You know, it's kind of like if you watch somebody beat somebody, but you really don't know who that person is, who they beat, who they fought. How do you really grade them? See somebody knock 4 people out in a row, and then they get in the ring with me, and you say, "Well, that guy can't fight." So, but he knocked 4 people out. You see. So, I don't know if I have any advantages over him. I mean, I think that's why we're going to do the fight. See what advantages I do have. Obviously, my attributes. I'm real good at controlling distance. My defense is okay. Got decent power, either hand. A little bit of experience here and there. So I stay ready.
Both of you are seasoned fighters. Between the both of you, who's the younger one and who's the more experienced one?
I don't know. How old are
I'm
you, Joe?
33.
I'm 30. Okay, so he's younger. I'm 37, so I'm the old man.
And so,
Is that
Coyote,
you
I know
gonna
that
be
Not much,
you,
but yeah.
Coyote, I know that you have some fighting experience from the past. I don't know how
Yes, sir.
extensive it is, but do you think you will be able to utilize that in this fight with someone who has some season, who has some experience?
Yeah, you can always. It doesn't matter. Even down to a street fight, you can always use whatever you've used or learned in life and put it in the ring, in the cage. Yeah, there's certain moves you obviously can't use because it's a boxing match, but it's just learning. Oh, I remember when this guy hit me with that. I probably should avoid that shot. Or hey, when I decided to, double the jab, triple the jab, move this way, move that way. You learn. So I have about 10 years experience. I know this guy's got something like 15, 20 years experience. I know. Wait, you said you've been doing it since you're 13, right? So that's
Yeah. I've been fighting since
24
I
years.
was young.
Yeah.
And so I got a question for both of y'all because Coyote brings a really good point. As far as street beef records go, Wolverine, what's your street beef record?
In street beefs, I'm 1-0.
Coyote, what's your street beef record?
5-0. 4 knockouts.
4 knockout. That's a really good, really important information to include. Wolverine. In all of your fights, all together, or as best you can recollect, what's your record?
I'm undefeated, homeboy.
Never lost a fight.
I ain't never lost a fight. In the last fight in Street Beefs, he went out in the first 30 seconds with a broken rib, and he was trained by Eric Watkins, who fought Roy Jones Jr. in real life as a pro.
Okay, so and I think this helps me.
We got White Boy Rick versus Mr. Cartoon.
This helps me paint a picture, and so I'm hearing a lot of knockouts. It sounds like it's really charged. So Coyote, let me know what's your game plan because y'all have seen each other fight. I'm assuming you studied. What's your game plan going into the ring?
The game plan is make him hurt, make him wish that he didn't accept this fight, and he's taking me lightly. I get it. I'm the underdog. I'm going into his backyard, like literally. So just at very least, maybe he does beat me. Maybe he does drop me, but I'm gonna take a piece of him with me. That's guaranteed.
Wolverine, how you feel about that?
Man, listen, man. Y'all know me well, man. I don't do a whole lot of yapping back and forth with people unless someone really gets me there. I ain't got nothing but respect for the man. He's flying out here to fight me. I wish him nothing but safe travels and will be nothing but a gracious host when he gets out here because I am the VP of Street Beefs first and foremost. I always hold down for my man Scarface. my homeboy Esteban, and all the Streetbeefs family out there. So you know, I'm here just to put on a show. I'm gonna give the man some work. He's coming to get some work. We're gonna get some work in. You know, and what happens. Listen, man, pain. I don't feel pain. You know, I did it almost a decade in federal penitentiary, Hazleton Penitentiary, where people get murdered for $5 radios. You know what I mean? The pain. There's just not even. I don't feel that stuff like for real, like real life, like. And you know, that's what's enabled me to get to where I'm at with one fight with Streetbeefs and stuff, because everyone knows, and a lot of people have sparred with me. All these people you name for Streetbeefs, they've all sparred with me. You know what I mean? All the top guys, big guys. I mean, big smiles, the biggest guys you can name. They come to my gym and they spar with me. Listen, I'm the champ, and there's a reason. You know what I mean? I stay in shape. I'm just a little dude. I'm 170 couple pounds. I'm just a little guy. I'm 37 years old. I'm on the end of my tooth. I'm an old man. You know, maybe this is the fight that puts me over the hill. You never know. I mean, I feel pretty good.
And so, Wolverine, you're talking, man, and I feel like you're not even. It feels to me like you're seeing through Coyote. And so, help us understand, why did you take this fight? What was the inspiration for taking this? I'm
the champ. You know, someone calls my name. You know, I mean, what does a champ do? A champ answers the call. There's no hesitation. There's no. Listen, man, I do the matchups at Streetbeefs. When I touch people's chests, their hearts pumping hard. When I used to have to go do these tournaments, they would hook up each EK people to just see where they were, because they want people having heart attacks. When they hook up mine, there's nothing. There's nothing. It's just another day at the office for me. I promise you. I fly out to California with my whole family and fight Philadelphia and Golden Gloves. I fight whoever. They put whoever in front of me. It don't matter. It's nothing personal. My man Coyote, like I said, I'm gonna be nothing but hospitable to him. I'm nothing but a respectful. I'm a man first and foremost, and I get nothing but respect, and I get respect back, or we have issues. But you know, it is what it is. It's a fight. It's nothing new. I've been fighting my whole life. It ain't the biggest fight. You know what I mean? I had to fight the federal government, and you know what I'm saying. So it's this is just another little a test. You know what I mean? Just to see where I'm at. I feel good. After doing that 6 rounds with a Golden Glove champ, I got to knock off a lot of ring rust. I had a lot of people tell me I've gotten a lot better. I didn't fight for like 2 years before I fought that guy, so I got to knock off a good bit of ring rust. And he showed me a lot. Like my man, one of the other previous fighters says, King Panther, I learned from every fight, because I have a high IQ. I've been around boxing a long time. So I learned a lot from fighting him. He's a southpaw, a defensive southpaw. I'm usually not the predator. I like aggressive fighters. I'm used to people trying to come knock me out because I'm so pretty. They think I can't fight. So I tell either I'm so pretty because I can fight so well, or I fight so good. That's why I'm so pretty. But either way, I'm pretty and I can fucking fight. You know what I mean?
And so if I can cut in, Coyote, I know that high level boxing involves a lot of a mental game. And Wolverine is putting it on thick right now. How are you feeling?
This whole talking and what, it don't matter. What matters
I'm not
is
talking
us getting in there. So I mean, you know, I'm grateful to be here and be talking to you fellas, and you guys put on a great show. It's entertaining, that's for sure. But this don't mean shit, to be honest. So I'm just waiting to get on the plane. I got 3 more days of work because I'm a working man. So when he talks about working, you know, 55, 60, 65 hours a week, yeah, I can relate. Trust me. And then you still got to go run. You still got to go work out. You know, I'm assuming you probably have kids, Wolverine, and you got to deal with that too. So, yeah, man.
I got 10 jobs, man. I don't get tired.
Yeah, I can relate.
Yeah, I was going to ask, go there. How does this end? How does this fight end? What is the outcome?
With my hand being raised.
Okay.
I mean,
how
it's
does
via
it
knockout,
otherwise,
decision,
like,
via what?
it always ends up me winning. So I don't know how this is going to be any different. I guess, like you said, change of venue, change of states.
Do you knock out Wolverine, Coyote?
I'm gonna say maybe, because I know he can fight. I know that. I'm not gonna say that my power is gonna destroy everybody. But that's the funny thing is, when I came into Streetbeefs, I was ready to kind of box, piece people up, be real methodical with it. And somehow I ended up getting the moniker of knocking fools out. And I mean, I was dropping them left and right, yeah, but I became this brawler type. And maybe I'll get to show some skills. Maybe I'll get to show some footwork. I'll throw an ollie shuffle in there just for fun. We'll see.
Well, Brent, how does this end?
I mean, I like the ollie shuffle idea. Hey, listen, man, God willing, you know, no matter what God you praise, who you worship, you know, God willing, we both walk out of there, you know, uninjured, where we can all go back to work and keep doing what we do. We're gonna put on a show for Streetbeefs. I'm gonna be there. I'm there at every event. It's gonna happen. I mean, listen, I'm a technical fighter. You know what I mean? So I usually break people down. But you know, my last fight, I wanted to put on a show because it was pay-per-view, and I knew he was going to be defensive. So I tried to go for the knockout. He ran a lot. You know. So we'll just see how it plays out. I got different, you know, I'm not a one-trick pony. I can fight off the back foot. I can fight off the front foot. I can fight going this way, going that way. I mean, like I said, man, you look at all top fighters, Bad News, all them guys, man. I mean, they spar with me. So I'm ready. You know, El Coyote, man, listen, nothing but respect, my brother, to you and your family. You're a hard-working man. I'm gracious that you're part of Streetbeefs, and I'm nothing but respectful. And anything I can do to make your stay out here more pleasurable, please let me know. I'm always hospitable. Afterwards, we'll go out, we'll have a good time. Win, lose, or draw, it's just another day. You know what I mean? It's just what we do. So it's all good. See, with fighters, we can't be nobody unless we fight each other. You know what I mean? Words of a great Mike Tyson, and I kind of switched the words a little bit, but Mike Tyson said something similar. So it's nothing but respect when I fight anybody. You know, if we get a little show going because they get mouthy or whatever, hey, it's still I don't get up or down about it. You know what I mean? I just stick to the script.
Right. Well, we're definitely looking forward to the fight. Yeah, absolutely. Right. And so I think it's definitely going to be one for the books. Folks are highly anticipating this one. It's going to be a clash between two kings of different coasts. And so I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for coming on to the press conference. There we go. And I appreciate you gentlemen for coming on.
Yes, sir.
God bless.
All right,
Take it easy.
yeah. October 2nd is
That fight is going to
down.
have a lot of animosity. There's going to be a lot of in-fight animosity.
Yeah, and the thing is, I didn't expect, you know, it actually caught me off guard because I didn't expect Coyote to come in that hot. So I'm like, whoa. And so,
hey, yo, Coyote set the tone, man. Coyote said,
that
"Don't disrespect
competitiveness
me."
is going to bring out competitiveness. It's going to be a spicy fight. Paprika, Haitian seasoning, Old Bay, Lawry's, all of it. All of it.
yeah, all the seasoning. Oh, man. And so, yeah, it definitely beats your top ramen seasoning for sure. And so, with that, I know everyone. I mean, here's the main event. The one we've been waiting for. So, before we bring these two contestants up, we got a short video that we want to play. So, with that, Tunde, tell me when you're queued up and you're ready to drop. And so,
hey, let's do it.
This is a promo, y'all, of this fight.
Make sure your eyes is glued to the screen.
What is the future for 619? Is it to capture the title at Streetbeefs?
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. We're gonna give the Canadian a boxing lesson, and then probably move up to heavyweight, Because I mean, after the Canadian, what's left? You know what I mean?
Well, you certainly have Venom Blacc.
Oh, Venom Blacc on the East Coast?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm a fan. I mean, if we ever do the whole East versus West thing, I mean, obviously, after I knock off the Canadian and he concentrates on acting and writing, it'll be me and Venom Blacc. He's cool, man. I like Venom Blacc. He's dope. I mean, easy work, but he's good for the East Coast, you know?
Let me ask you this.
Hold on. What do you mean easy work? That's Venom Blacc. That dude is dangerous.
I don't think he's ever fought a Mexican Aztec savage, you know what I mean?
I think the first one I ever heard him talk about East Coast fighters was when I met him in San Bernardino for Streetbeefs West Coast 1. I kind of always had this feeling that 619 was up for the challenge. You know, he wanted to beat as many guys as he could on the West Coast and then go over to the East Coast and challenge them.
The new champion. Yeah. 619.
Venom Blacc, he trash. He likes him.
I already knew that I was gonna be the champion of the West Coast. I knew Canadian wasn't on my level, and I knew I was gonna fight Venom Blacc because he was a champion in the OG yard.
No, I just want to call him out because I think he's the best guy out there. But Venom Blacc, like, what? And you beat up hillbillies in the sticks and you think you nice? What? Yes. I'm gonna embarrass Venom Blacc.
You know, the West Coast is kind of built on a little more smack talk than the East Coast is used to. So when Face got word that 619 was calling out Venom Blacc,
It brought to my attention that West Coast fighter made a disrespectful comment toward the East Coast fighter.
and then so I kind of explained a little bit. It's kind of promotion. It's 619 trying to make some noise, saying, "Hey, you know, we've got fighters out west as well. I'm one of the champs. You know, I want to fight Venom Blacc."
People kept asking him about me. I believe you asked him yourself in a comment on Facebook saying, "Hey, there's this guy 619. He's fighting for the title," and his immediate response was, "Fuck 619." And I just said, "Oh, he bit the bait. We got him."
All right, so Venom Blacc, man. I know there's been a lot of talk with your fight with 619. So what's the update? I know I haven't seen any confirmation. What's the update? What's going on?
This the update from.
As soon as Venom Blacc replied, I knew we were in. I knew that 619 had done his job promoting himself. Yeah, that was the moment. As soon as Venom Blacc replied.
I'm like, oh, okay, now you said my name. Now it's like Candyman shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hadn't fought in a year. We found out it was due to injury. That's why he wasn't stripped of the title. But I just knew I was going to end up calling him out. Get under his skin like I do to everybody, and was going to force a fight. And here we are.
But once he became a champion, it was like, okay, now a champion versus champion match, I understand. Now you got some weight behind your name in order to, you know what I mean, make it happen now.
I got a fight coming up with 619. You know what I mean? It's all fun and loving war and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have a chance of beating me. 619, I'm telling you right now, you're going to get knocked out. It's going to be a long ass flight there for a short fight.
After I sparred Gorilla on Thursday, he got to go back to Venom Blacc. Oh, shit, I got sparred 619. We went 6 rounds. God damn, you ain't ready. You should just withdraw right now. Big injury.
There's no way that he's not going to survive. He's not going to survive because I cannot allow somebody to come all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast and survive.
Argued this many, many times. I felt like you are the top dog on the light heavyweight division. I've argued that from the very beginning. However, 619, I've said this before, I think he is the dark horse of this division, and I think he will pose the greatest threat to your title reign.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be a one-sided beatdown in front of all your friends and family. Woof. Can't wait.
You really awoken somebody that you should have left asleep.
Gentlemen.
Damn! Daniel does it again.
Man, the fight that
Look at
everyone
Venom Blacc
is
trying
waiting
to be like me, that little cute little hat right there. Wait, pull out the fedora. Wait, pull out the fedora on that ass.
And so,
he's muted again. Oh my god.
So, gentlemen, everyone's been waiting for this fight. This is.
Wait, Daniel. Before you continue, I want to make sure Venom Blacc audio's coming in. Say something, Venom Blacc.
Yo.
Okay, yeah, you good.
And so, what are your thoughts going into? You're a week out, right? So, Saturday is just around the corner. How do y'all feel? What is this, a mirror match?
It's gonna be a long flight. What'd you say, Venom Blacc? It's gonna be a long flight for what?
For a short night.
I like that.
That's correct.
So is it going to
like
be a short
it
night,
too.
Venom Blacc? It's going to be a short night.
What'd you say, D?
So it's going to be a short night? How is it going to be a short night?
Man, he's not gonna make it, man. I'm telling you right now. This is the truth. I really don't see him surviving this fight. I mean, he might make it to the 5th round, and that's because, you know.
Oh, so now I'm gonna make it to the 5th round? I thought you were gonna knock me out in 1 round.
I can.
You can't though. It's not possible.
No, I can't. I will.
It's not. You don't possess the fucking skills to knock me out. Unfortunately.
How you know that?
Because you just don't.
How you know that?
You're just too slow. You need speed and power to beat me. You might have a little power, but I don't think you got speed.
But you're slow.
Not slow. I counter every shot that gets thrown at me.
You don't have speed or you don't have power.
We'll see.
Who told you that you had any one of those? Name one person that told you that you're a fast puncher. Name one person that's told you that you're a power puncher. Name one person other than yourself.
Venom, I'm the best boxer in the history of fucking Streetbeefs, huh? It's not even close.
Steal my title. Look.
It's not even close, Venom Blacc. Stop it. Your retirement party is Saturday. I'm bringing candles, balloons, all that shit.
Oh man. Well, I'm bringing flowers then for the funeral.
Oh, yeah. You bringing black roses or what?
Nah, for you they're gonna be pink.
So 619, how does this get done?
First and foremost, let me give a shout out to my girl Kelly and Rosarito. Hey girl. Hi Lisa. Anywho, back to this bum.
Hi, Lisa.
How does this get done?
Y'all are fools, bro.
You already know. We take him to deep waters and we take his soul, man. Boxing lesson.
All our fighters in deep waters. When the last time you fought 5 rounds with somebody that's like me? Not like Canadian, because you know that shit don't count.
Canadian, come on, stand up for yourself, mijo.
Nah. He's smart.
Y'all gonna see everything when I'm 180, man. Y'all gonna see everything when I'm 180. Don't much more need to be said after that.
Hi, Lisa.
All right, so Venom Blacc, you said you're going to knock him out. You said he could potentially get knocked out in the 5th round or go 5 rounds.
I mean,
so what is
look, now, imagine me, he get in there, right? And then the first 45 seconds, he goes to sleep. People are going to think it was a gimmick. They're going to think it was a game. They're going to think it was all for show. They're going to look at it like, you know what? I knew that was going to happen. That's what they're going to say. That's what they always say. But if he survives 5 rounds, he could be like, you know, at least the West Coast is going to feel like he accomplished something. You went 5 rounds with Venom Blacc before you got knocked out. You should feel great.
So 619, How do you feel about that? Do you feel that it's a good prize to walk away with? Like, hey, at least I went 5 rounds with him.
No, man. He's gonna get a boxing lesson. I'm thinking I drop him with a body shot. He probably throws up. Just don't eat anything, Venom Blacc. I'm gonna stand and bang. We're gonna stand. Oh fuck. Cage treats. Wild caught tuna.
This is my dinner.
And so 619, you're going.
I got
to
some
the
questions
East
for
Coast,
y'all.
right?
As
Yeah, go
my
ahead.
bad. Go ahead, Daniel.
I was just going to ask, like, you're going to the East Coast. You already know that that you are very controversial and you tend to ruff a lot of feathers, especially on the East Coast and West Coast. I think you do both equally, but
Yeah.
you're going to be going to enemy territory. And I don't want to say like enemy, like we're all Streetbeefs family, so we're all one. However, we know, I'm pretty sure there's going to be supporters for Venom Blacc right there. There's going to be, like he always says, my friends, fans show up to these fights. And so how do you think you're going to be able to fare?
Well, I'm going to be about 20, 25 deep myself, so it's all good. I'm going to feed off that energy, though. I'm going to feed off people say, fuck 619, fuck this dude. I'm going to feed off that shit. It's just going to get you hype.
See, but you got to realize, like, out of your 25, 30 people, whatever you're coming with, some of those are my fans, too.
There's not one fan on the West Coast of you, Venom Blacc. Stop it. We do know there's East Coast. We do know there's East Coast 619 fans, though. Yeah. It all on my whole in a year. Look what I've done in a year. In a year, cleaned up my division, became champ, called you trash, and here we are, the biggest card in history. You're fucking welcome, mijo. Brought you out of retirement. You were lost somewhere in the fucking forest eating strawberries and fucking cage-free fucking chicken salad, and I brought you out of that motherfucker, and now people remember who you are. You're fucking welcome. I'm gonna sign your diaper and your glove on Saturday.
See Akubo. See Akubo.
What is that?
What is that?
See,
understand.
That's what you want to hear.
619 has been somewhat active this year. Versus Venom Blacc, who has had trouble finding a fight, because of the taste that suits him. Venom Blacc, do you feel that there is any ring rust, and do you feel like it'll be a factor? I know you've been training, but will the actual inactivity be a factor versus this high stamina fighter?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I could have took 3 years off and still beat this motherfucker. So, in my eyes, I don't see, like, this is like a tune-up fight to me. You understand what I'm saying? So, all I can do is say, good luck to my opponent, because he's gonna need more than luck. But if he thinks that me being taking a year off is gonna affect me, I can't wait to see you, so you can feel the effects of my year off.
So Venom Blacc, I just want to know, man. Considering that 619's road to championship was relatively close in time, who do you think 619 who do you think which opponent of 619's do you think closely resembles your fighting style?
Nobody.
And how do you think that's going to prepare him for the fight with you?
He can't prepare until the bell rings.
Yeah, I was just going to ask.
What have you seen? What have you seen? You seen one video of me doing pad work after running 3 miles and 15 hills.
Oh my God.
Workout. But that's what you saw. And if that's what you're going off of, you're gonna get knocked out really quick.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that mid-work video, I took the weekend off. I said, holy shit, I've been training way too hard. I need to chill the fuck out.
I've been stopped training.
Yeah, I've been training. I was partying all weekend with fucking Wero. I took him out to all the bars out here.
you're definitely
I've been
going to
training. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spar Thursday. And then I'll know where I'm at, Then we'll go to work.
Boy, you don't have no fucking clue, do you?
No, man. There's nobody on my level out there, man.
Man,
Actually, there is. Showtime and Fair Play are probably
you sound
the
just
fight.
like you look.
Sexy?
No, slow as fuck.
No, we all know I'm not slow. Come on now.
You slow as fuck. How you gonna say you're not slow? What weapon do you think you possess that you can beat me with? I'm only trying to be honest with you because you're the one who's gonna fight me. And when that ring closed, when the cage closed and the bell rings, it's just gonna be me and you. You're not gonna have. And listen, your corner man might be Wero. Wero already assumes he's gonna get knocked out by Bad News if he doesn't fight him and beat him in the first 45 seconds in a full boxing match. That's your corner man. You're in fucking trouble. So after 45 seconds, your ass is on your own. That's what that sounds like to me.
After 45 seconds, I'm good. I'm good
After
for 45
seconds, you're on your own. So I might knock
good.
your ass out in 46.
I got a question for you guys. You guys are pretty confident that you can beat one another. Why should this fight, or is this fight for the other's belt? Are the belts on the line?
No, belts are not on the line.
Does this change anything?
If the East Coast wants to fly me out every 3 months, I'll defend it.
And I told him, like that right there doesn't make any sense to me as well. But I mean, because he's the best on the West, I give him that. I really don't see anybody on the West side that can beat him. I really agree. But you're not on the West. You're not coming to the West. You're coming to the motherfucker.
That's very true. I don't listen to Wero for shit, man.
Oh,
he has game plans.
45 seconds. You can close your 45-second window if you're not gonna listen to your corner man.
As soon as that bell rings, we're gonna meet in the middle. We're gonna bang it out for like 15 seconds. We're gonna see who backs up first. It's not gonna be me because I've never backed up in my life.
And so let me 619. So what's interesting is that someone had pointed out, I think a few people pointed out, is that once Venom Blacc gets in the cage, he changes. And so when you look at all the fights he's been in, he becomes like uberly aggressive. Like even
he's a scary dude. I'm not gonna lie, he's a scary dude.
Yeah,
that's why I like his little style.
Yeah, even when the round is over, he is still in his opponent's face. Like the referee has to pull him off. And so
imagine when somebody's laughing at that and making fun of his aggressiveness and laughing at him and then punching him and talking to him while beating him down. It's gonna break his soul because he can't intimidate shit. I ain't scared of shit. I'm coming out east to beat that ass. I ain't scared of shit.
Hey,
and I'm gonna fight twice. After you. I'm trying to do a tag team match after you. So
you don't have to be scared.
You can't intimidate 619. It's just different, man. We different out here. We ain't scared of shit.
You don't have to be scared to get knocked out.
Never been knocked out. Never been dropped. Never taken it. Years of sparring pros used to watch on TV. I've been in the ring with, never been dropped, nothing. So you don't possess that power, mijo. Unfortunately, you could dream about it, but within 30 seconds you realize, oh shit, this fool's different. He's fucking different. This motherfucking Mexican is fucking different.
I don't possess that power. You have no clue what kind of power I possess. That's how I know you're just talking for the interview, for this conference. You have no.
I'm gonna eat your best shot. I'm gonna eat your best shot.
Zero clue of how much power and speed I possess.
Yeah, I heard. Oh my God, you hit like Deontay Wilder. Somebody said some bullshit like that. Nobody believes
You're
it.
actually nervous. I can see it. You're actually getting nervous. Look, you're actually fucking nervous. You don't have no clue how this is gonna turn out.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking shaking in my chucks right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, that's what I was trying to say. Look,
I'm shaking in my fucking chucks. Oh shit, I'm scared.
I didn't say you were scared. I said you were nervous. There's a difference.
I don't get nervous, man. Been doing this too long.
You sound nervous when you said that shit.
Not nervous. Anywho, we're looking at my second fight, Venom Blacc, all right? We're looking past you already. I'm trying to get fair play. I'm trying to get Gorilla. I'm trying to get Gorilla a fight. He got no fight. I feel bad for Gorilla, man.
Meanwhile, I'm over here eating grapes, laughing at your stupid ass.
Yeah. You keep
You
eating
told
those
me not
grapes.
to eat. I've been eating ever since you said that shit.
Man, no, it's fucking annoying. Anywho, next question.
Yeah, so Venom Blacc. So I know that, I mean, you've made this public. I mean, 619 said it in the promo video. You've been injured, and so you've been out of fighting for a while. So do you think that actually will play a huge factor in your fight with 619?
Oh, you talking to me? My bad. What'd you say, D?
Yeah. I would just ask, because you've been injured. You've been away from fighting for some time, away from some action. So do you think that will inhibit your action or get in the way of you fighting at your full potential against 619?
Man, you don't know. You have no clue how excited I am to get back in the ring. So ring rust, the ring rust I had was about 2 months ago. That was the ring rust I had. Yeah, my timing was off. My reflexes wasn't there.
Yeah, it looks bad.
You know, my combos wasn't there. My body punches wasn't there. But that was 2 months ago. Plus, I was coming off of a surgery.
Oof, all bad. All negatives.
Now.
This just sounds really bad for you, man. Timing off, combos ain't hitting right. Your push jab looks like shit. You're injured, then you're fighting me. Fuck. Keep eating those fucking grapes. Oh shit, we're losing them. Beautiful. Cut them off. Let's talk about me.
You're funny. And so what do you think is going to be your biggest obstacle going to the East Coast, 619?
Say it again, Daniel.
What do you think is going to be your biggest obstacle in the fight, or also going to the East Coast and fighting?
I think the first 30 to 45 seconds will be, I think he's going to try to knock my head off really fast. I don't think he has a gas tank to go 5 rounds at my level. Like, I just don't stop. So I think he's going to try to get me out there early because of the ring rust, because of the injury, and because he looked like fucking shit in that. He looked like Evander Holyfield doing with that midwork video. He looked really bad. Thought it was a joke. So I think he's going to try to get me out there early. And we all know that doesn't happen with me. It's going to be a long fight.
A long fight? What the fuck you talking about? Long fight?
It's going to be a long fight.
So
I'm coming out there for highlights.
Is there a rematch clause?
Yeah, you're going to be a fucking highlight, all right.
Whoever loses should. Whoever
You're going to
loses.
be a fucking highlight.
Is there going to be an instant rematch?
Man, hey, that's the most sense you've ever made since you've been on here.
No, there's no way Venom Blacc ever comes out to the West Coast. Let's keep it real. He's never going to come to the sandbox and get his ass beat. This is a one and done. This is a one and done situation. We all know.
I trained in the sand, though. You don't understand that part, do you?
Yes, will you ever come to Vegas, though, and fight me in Vegas?
Why not?
Have you ever been to Vegas?
Damn, you already want a rematch?
Yeah, he's asking you. You're going to need a rematch after I embarrass you.
Oh, man, no.
I will give you a rematch. I'll give you a rematch, man.
If you knock out 619, do you take a rematch against him if he asks?
If
he knocks me out, there's no goddamn rematch. Come on.
If I knock out 619, there's no need for a rematch. I mean, I don't.
I agree. If this man knocks me out, there shouldn't be a rematch.
What if it goes to the judges? What if this fight goes every round? Does the loser get a rematch?
It goes into a draw.
Then if we go every round and we make it to the end, he's not gonna want to fight me no more because he's gonna be so beat up. He's not gonna want to fight me. Listen, if it goes to the end, it's just gonna show he's a very tough guy. That's all it's gonna show. It's gonna show that he took a beating and didn't go down. That's all it's gonna show. It's not gonna be like it was close. You know, he won 2 out of the 3 rounds. It was 1 round in the air. Maybe he could have. Maybe a judge was blind in one fucking eye. I don't know. He spit or something. I don't know.
Who's judging our fight? Is it all East Coast?
Like it's gonna be
who's judging this shit? Is it a whole East Coast?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's judging this shit. It's gonna be a blind man.
Because I already know they're gonna give me a draw if I beat your ass for 5 rounds.
Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder.
We've seen some suspect ass draws out there. We already know they're gonna give me a draw if I beat your ass for 5 rounds.
Motherfuckers can be over there in the man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You'll see. You'll see because there's no way. You know, you think you're gonna come all the way over here to the East Coast and our East Coast fighters have probably. Let me see how 20. Let me see my 100. Probably 100% of y'all fighters is gonna lose anyway. So y'all gonna all feel good together, and I feel like y'all gonna be talking. Y'all gonna be talking about each other. Y'all gonna be like, "Yo, you should have threw a jab," and the other one will be like, "Yeah, but you got knocked out." So I don't know how losers really coach losers, but it's like it's a possibility. I mean, I'm not saying y'all losers as people, but I'm saying when you lose, you know, it's like the Redskins and the Cowboys going at it. You know what I'm saying? Like that conversation is like, who's better? Nobody will ever fucking know. Okay, both of them kind of suck. You know, so. For you to think that you're gonna come all the way over here, I really do appreciate your confidence because it makes me feel like now I won't feel so bad. At first, I was feeling bad when I saw your little your pad work. I was like, oh my God, he's gonna get. He has no damn clue he's about to get hurt. But then I was like, you know, now I hear you talking. It's like maybe he has a secret weapon or something. He's gonna pull a, you know, take the padding out of your gloves like Tyson Fury or something and give yourself some type of fucking chance or put some brass knuckles or something in there. Maybe, you know, I'll feel better.
All right, gentlemen. I mean, the fight is a week away, right? And so
it's less than a week, Daniel. Don't do that. Don't give me that extra day.
All right, you're right. You're right. It is less than a week away. And so here's the thing. We're not going to know how it turns out until we get there.
I just told y'all.
Right.
Damn, is my mic? Hold on. This shit ain't working. This shit ain't
You piece of shit mic works fine. We heard you.
And so, final word, gentlemen. Final word for those who are watching, who are going to be in attendance, or just going to be watching the YouTube for the video to drop. Yeah. What's your last word?
See Akabo.
Oh my God, dude. What language this man speaking? The fuck? Daniel, look it up.
I'm definitely going to look it up after this.
You know what that means.
I feel like it means you're going to get destroyed. I feel like that
means it's over.
Yes. I had a
Is that what it means? I believe it's my turn.
It's over. Now, hey, as soon as you get on that plane, you might as well just start crying.
I wish it was Friday night in Virginia. I wish it was Friday night in Virginia.
I'm not going to Virginia because I know this is the end of my street beef career. No, I want to play in the sandbox with the kids. It's all business over here. We don't play in the sand. We might get a little dirty, but we don't play in the sand.
You guys play in mud, same shit.
We get it out the mud.
All right, 619, last word.
Last words, Venom Blacc. In my native tongue, vales verga, way, okay? I brought you out of retirement. I'm going to push you right back into a Saturday, baby. Woo, I like your fucking hat, too.
Oh, man.
Gentlemen.
I'm going to sign your forehead when I'm done.
It's been a pleasure having y'all on. I can't wait for the fight. I'm going to be there live, and so it's going.
You're welcome. Wait. You're all welcome for all this happening. You're all welcome. I did it. I planned it.
Yeah, it's been a year.
Shout out to my opponent. Shout out to the
Canadian for helping with this right now. You know, thank you, Daniel, for always putting together such a great show.
Thank you.
I appreciate all the love y'all always give. Thank y'all to everybody watching. You know what I mean? But his ass is going to sleep. I'm telling y'all, this is not. I am not the same person like you thought I was.
This shit right here is some Cesar Chavez shit. You can't knock me out.
This is gonna be like.
I'm gonna eat your best shot right here, man. I'm gonna let you crack me right here, Venom Blacc, right here with that big, strong right hand that you hit King with. I want to feel that body shot. Cause we all know King had a prior injury before that fucking fight. And I think he knew about it. Absolutely.
He never tell me that.
He went in there with a fractured rib. Come on now. You knew about that. That's why you went right for it, you fucking cheater. I knew it.
Well, so which side is yours? Is the good side?
I want to feel it on both sides. I want to feel that right body shot. I want to feel it. I want to feel it. I want to eat that shit. I'm going to eat that shit for breakfast. Ow! And just hit you right in the face. Beep!
All right, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait till Saturday because I feel like if we don't cut it now, y'all gonna be at this for the next hour. So, thanks y'all for joining the show.
Last and worst. Oh damn! I was gonna say fuck both of those guys. It's great for having them on.
Oh, you still said it. Yeah.
Venom Blacc 619. If you guys watch, or if you have to still in the comments watching, fuck both of you. Can't wait to see the fight. This is gonna be bang, man. This should have been on pay-per-view.
Yes, it should have. I mean, we'll see. We'll see further down the line. I think this is definitely going to this event. I think will create a ripple effect where I think we will do more of these in the future and create bigger pay-per-view events around them. And so it's good that we're doing this for the very first time. Well, again, Scrapyard did it first. And so I definitely want to give them credit. However, we know that 20-something fighters coming from one branch is huge. It's a big deal. And so thanks to Sunshine for helping put those matches together. Wero, 619, and Venom Blacc, and Gorilla, and yourself, and Tunde, who all been in this, making the magic behind the scenes. All right, and so with that, if y'all have, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
My bad. I'm so fucked, man. Yo, like before we end this, if it sounds like me, Daniel, and Tunde, we're all stepping over each other's toes. We're just really excited, man. These fights are awesome. We've been planning this. The execution is great. Everyone loves the show. Our trajectory is just like these fights, highly
all
anticipated, going up.
That's right.
Doesn't matter if it's Tuesday or not.
Yesterday's price is going to be today's awesome. Price. It is going to be awesome.
Exactly,
and so for those who are watching, if you haven't subscribed to Heart in the Fight, definitely do that. We have promos. We will be dropping the promo on this channel.
You're stupid.
The promo. So definitely subscribe to Heart in the Fight, our Facebook, our YouTube, our Instagram, our TikTok, even though TikTok's tripping around fighting. But anyways, definitely subscribe to our platforms. We're doing bigger and better things, and we always appreciate the support. Thank you, Canadian, for coming on the show.
Wait, Dan, you can't get out of this question. How are you feeling going up to the OGR for the first time?
I'm excited. I mean, this is something, I've watched Streetbeefs for many, many years. I've been a supporter of Streetbeefs. And so to be able to see it, in person for the first time, I think kind of it feels like this, like, how you kind of put like to-do list together. So it kind of checks that off. And so one of the first ones was to be at a Streetbeefs event. And so I was able to do that at Streetbeefs West Coast 10. And so I was glad to be able to be live, do a pay-per-view there. But now I get to be in the OG yard. Right. And so being able to accomplish those things within a year, it's awesome. What's up, brother? What'd you say?
I didn't mean to cut you off. Your very eloquent answer. Do you feel any pressure? Like covering all this for the Heart in the Fight? You're going to be up there repping Heart in the Fight like LeBron, man, like on the Cavs. Do you feel any pressure, Wizard?
I always feel pressure. I think whenever you're carrying, in any regard, I think when you're repping a company, you're repping Heart in the Fight, I know that it represents something big. Mm-hmm. It isn't just myself. It isn't just like a media company that I created for myself. It's a company that its main purpose is to give fighters a platform. Right. And so there's a responsibility on my end to make sure that this platform is thriving, that it's bringing in all the eyes, is bringing all the attention so that the fighters can get that. And so for me, that's always the pressure. How can we make these things bigger? How do we continue to promote fighters? How do we make their star much bigger than what it currently is at the moment? And so our hopes, as always, every time we go to an event, every time we make a video or do a promo, is how do we magnify their talents, how do we magnify their gifts that they bring to us for free on YouTube?
I got one last question for you, Dan, before we cut out of here.
Yep.
Is there any fight or fighters in particular that you're really excited to meet and see as this legendary event unfolds?
I mean, that's a good question. Venom Blacc was one of those. I think when I first seen Venom Blacc fight, I was like, whoa, that dude's scary. Right. And so I think certainly he's one of those folks. OG Rampage, like, I don't know what it is. There's just something about OG Rampage, like I'm just drawn to. And so he's just one of those characters, those people that are just unforgettable. And so that's certainly one of the fighters I want to meet. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, there's just so many fighters that I would just love to meet, people that I've covered, people. I mean, yeah, I'm just excited in general, being able to meet Face too. Like I talk to Face pretty often. And so be able to see Face in person, it would be awesome to meet Wolverine, to meet the staff, to meet everyone. I think, yeah, it's a dream come true.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, same here. Well, thanks for the questions. I appreciate everyone for joining in. And again, we don't do it without your support. So please support us, show them some love, subscribe, like our YouTube channel, our Facebook, because that's where you see tons of content. And so to the next time, thanks, Canadian. Thanks, Tunde, for always stepping in, doing what you do, crafting, producing the show. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Until the next time we see y'all, make sure y'all dig deep and double down on your own commitments to your life. There we go.
Let's do it. Punch, cross, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah.